Yes, we are live.
Live, good morning. Hello, everyone. Final show of the week. Final show till, I guess, probably a week from Monday or two. I don't know when we'll do it next week. Or the week after the 4th of July, I should say. I'm here. John and Mike and Coleman and Justin. Oof, a lot to get to. I don't know. Very strange when the morning after you see an elderly guy embarrass himself and shuffle off with some brain issues, and then America watch the debate after that, Mike. Joe Biden.
I don't agree with that characterization.
It was
an act of heroics.
It was a tough doubleheader. Holy moly! I don't know which way is up. I'm okay now. I had a bad headache and a little fuzzy this morning. I woke up in the middle of the night and then woke up, slept a little bit up again, then texted those guys, and I was like, I'm gonna sit around and look at the wall. So,
You thinking concussion? You thinking concussion?
no, John. I'm thinking probably pancreatic cancer. I went to my head last night. Well, I mean, I don't know. How do I know?
I don't know. How does anybody know?
They didn't put you through the protocol?
The referee?
Gus on the bench?
There should have been a protocol. That is true.
But there? Who's going to do it?
Sellers, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. No, I mean, I have no idea. I got dinged up. I did the thing. I butted heads with the guy. I got the kind of this part of my nose and this part of my head, and I was just gone. For the first half, I was out of it. One point I grabbed like another basketball. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know what was really going on.
Just some kid was like, "That's my ball."
Yeah. I was like, all right. I guess some people are saying that Justin pushed me into this kid. I saw that being suggested out there.
No, I was setting a screen.
So if you hadn't set that screen, it wouldn't have happened.
No.
If you hadn't been born, that wouldn't have happened.
Correct.
Okay.
I apologize.
Thank you. You were not rushed. I saw Ziggy Robinson's tweet. You were not. You and Joni were not. Nobody was rushing to get me up at that point.
Oh, no.
I went up to you and you didn't. You didn't put your hand out, so I didn't want to
Ted
grab
was first
you.
on the scene.
Yeah, Ted flew over there. Jesus. But no, the second half I was okay. I felt a little, and then last night I was all right. Watch the debate, and like I said, I woke up, but I'm fine. A little headache, a little fuzzy, but I'm okay. The
How do you look? Because they said you were bruising.
Fine, I think fine.
big
My nose a
mark or
little. It hurts. I'm but I'm fine. No, I don't think there's any cosmetic issues. Nothing can't be taken care of. We'll get to the debate. I suppose we have to, but just game stuff. We got absolutely crushed. I have no. We could play that team a million times.
They shot lights out.
We're never. Those guys are just better. Like that's what I was saying. The Beanbag Ron. I met Mrs. Beanbag Ron, his girlfriend. And I met Mama Beanbag.
Keep her away from Cully.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jesus Christ.
The girlfriend or the mom?
Both.
Oh, really?
Which one was in the
They
black
were being
dress?
ogled.
I don't know.
Cully was a madman on the call last night.
Unhinged.
Is it ogled or ogled?
I say ogled.
Okay.
You could say ogled.
Be like saying waffle. It's waffle. Nobody says tomato.
I have a friend named Tom O'Galley, so maybe
think
that's
that's
why I've always pronounced it wrong.
Okay.
Just a shout out to Tom.
That's like a Cullinane answer right there. Well, anytime we get Tom O'Galley in the... that your old principal?
No.
Who's that?
That was Richard Fitzgerald.
Richard Chair, of course.
Yeah,
Right, sorry, yes. You might be right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. That was when I was in my post-game completely out of it for a little bit. I remember meeting Beanbag Ron's girlfriend. She seemed very nice, and Beanbag Mom, I called her, and she seemed like she took that okay. They both seem like lovely women. I don't know.
Cullinane gave them both a 9 out of 10, and then...
Colleen was fingering one of them, I remember. Now
Okay,
that I recall.
Good.
Yes,
He
yes.
mentioned them at
like
least
a detective,
3 times.
I mean, picking them in the lineup.
He was thirsty.
Yeah. Did he really?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Which one's the mom? Which one had the black dress? I don't know.
Black dress was the wife.
The wife. Girlfriend, I believe. Well, she seemed very lovely.
I think
Good for the mom if you can't tell, you know?
The mom was probably younger than me. That's the thing. Beanbag Ron's probably 25.
No, I think he's my...
Oh, is he really?
Like 30, yeah.
Oh, she seemed like she's probably not that much older than I am. You know, Ron led Ron to a life of alcoholism, didn't he? Wasn't he a recovering alcoholic?
Rehab Ron, yeah.
Yeah, 14 rebounds last night for Rehab Ron, by the way.
Yeah.
Played very hard. Yeah, I mean, just brutal. We got our dicks kicked in. Never a chance. The minute the game started, I was like, we're fucked. One of the worst people, one of the worst radio host, one of the worst drunks, one of the worst scouts, Mike Manansky, told me this is an entirely Indian team.
Which also, first of all, what does that mean?
He meant they were. He said they were. What was the phrase he used the other day? They were
Indian-based.
Indian-based.
Yes.
Which we don't know that that's
Does that
not
mean
true.
that? Does that mean that rich people from India have funded these guys?
It's like the colonies.
Yeah, I don't even understand. They come on a boat and just kick our ass.
This
Because,
league, I wouldn't be surprised though.
yeah, I mean, there were no. I didn't see any Indian guys on that team last night. I don't know. I wasn't asking, but you know, it was like a bunch of 6'2" white guys who would just play together all the time.
They could be based
And a couple
in
of black
India.
guys who shoot 70-foot jump shots, and that was really it.
Well, he thought he saw Spice Boys and thought Indian.
I think he did, actually. I think he actually did.
To be clear, there
he
is
did.
a team of Indian guys in the league.
I don't think so.
Yes, there is. I've seen
There
him
is.
play.
The entire
Yeah,
Well, it
no.
wasn't that team. He said
team
he
of
watched.
Indian
He said he watched. That's the one team we haven't played then, right?
Yes,
Right.
it's
Okay.
Royale or Royals or
Okay.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we're going to be in the silver division in the playoffs. I haven't seen the final standings yet. Did they take that win away from us or no?
I believe I mentioned it to.
Oh no, I don't. We might want that win because we're gonna play. We're gonna play the 5 seed now.
Yeah, you were yucking it up with the commish before the
I
game.
was.
huh?
I talked to Commish.
Yeah, we'll get to Coleman. But the one of the great hires of all time.
I heard about that.
If Coleman doesn't get fired before the end of the show,
It was madness.
we're gonna play what?
It was madness. It was madness.
The 5 seed would play the 8 seed presumably in the silver medal, right? And the 6 would play the 7. So we're gonna play one of these good teams. Like I don't know who that's. My guess is we're gonna play the team with the idiot with the long hair.
Which wouldn't be terrible.
No, we could. That's a winnable game in theory. I think. Yeah. I mean, I feel okay with that.
They
thought
did take
the-
our win away.
They did.
Oh, they did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're the 8 seed. I mean, I think probably gonna be the 8 seed anyway, so win or loss. So, but we had no chance last night. None. Zero.
Best defense of the night was Justin keeping Bubba away from you.
That
His
was-
dad.
Justin's motherfucking his Bill and his dad last night after the game. They
I
got
go
was
over
not
there
over.
and I'm like, "What, guys? I'll come see you."
No, you said get the fuck out of here. You said.
Yes, I did. There's no need to.
Get the fuck out of here.
I felt bad for your dad.
What
in
did
that
I
moment.
say? I was like, don't worry about
You're like,
it.
don't worry
just
about
like,
it.
easy,
2 minutes.
easy.
2 minutes after the game, hey, it's the Justin's dad and Bill show. No, it just
It wasn't much of a show, Justin.
Damn
They walked
straight.
over to say hello.
Put those cocksuckers in there.
I didn't really hear a lot of music and dancing around. They just came over to say hello. What were you so upset about?
I just. there's a
I
time
get.
and
I
place.
get what he's saying.
Yeah, but they weren't doing it like they're just it's their kids. Like,
Bubba's got a little bit of an ego on him. He's kind of
Jesus Christ.
Wow. A little bit to his head.
Down on
this
Bubba.
fame has?
Yeah. No.
Your dad was like looking at me like, what the hell's wrong? I was like, oh, you raised him. I don't know. You must know something's wrong with him. I don't know. I felt bad for them. I felt bad for Bubba.
He had a good time.
Yeah, he's got his little cane
Yeah, he's got a.
shuffling around.
Yeah.
He's got that old guy stuff on his face too, which is like a good old guy thing to have.
Yeah, he's got like
What's
they're
that?
not moles. But
Yeah, like that thing you get. Like I'm getting him. On
Oh,
my,
interesting.
yeah, I like that.
I never knew what that was. Are those called liver spots?
I always assume it's just like shit. I don't know. Just stuff that just
Build
forms
up
like
over the
you
years.
wipe. If you take a dump and you wipe, the older you get, like it just
just gets stuck.
forms. I think.
Yeah.
Like mold in a
yeah,
house.
Strudels aren't known for their.
Bubba doesn't strike
spotless
me as
face.
Bubba doesn't strike me as a guy who washes his hands after he poops. That was
Okay,
my
well,
take.
that's that. I
True or
don't
false?
think that.
Well, you're dumping on the guy. Why can't I?
That's a good point. Bubba.
He's a glory
Stop washing your
hog.
fucking hands.
Is it
Yeah.
true, Justin?
Bubba's dancing around in mid-court last night. He's hitting on beanbag Ron's mom. He's hogging the
cane.
camera. Unbelievable. I met Mrs. Sellers. She seemed very nice, lovely.
Yes.
Good Minifan representation last night. But just a beating, just an absolute ass kicking that we just had no
Tough way to end the year.
tough. Morale, I think, is down. But we'll be okay. We have a
You got
practice.
you got a bye week.
I think this is good. I think we
Yeah.
need this 4th of July week. Everyone relax.
Regroup.
Have a good playoff. Have some terrible hot dogs. And then play on Thursday. Lose, and then, we're done for the season, I think, probably. But who knows?
Wrap this thing up.
Yeah, Christ, please. Oh, well, I mean, I Mutt stormed out last night after the game. I was talking to him, and he's like, "It's just no fun losing." He's right. Like, there's no fun in losing like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's just getting killed is not fun. And that, I mean, I was
The second half
completely
seemed
out.
better than the first half.
Yeah, definitely. But their best player sat for most of it too.
But Cullinane was trashing Mutt on the broadcast.
He was down on Mutt.
Mutt had a tough shooting game last night. He had one layup underneath. He hit the bottom of the backboard. A couple of air balls. He played hard. Mutt plays hard. I don't know.
I thought Mutt had a good pregame plan going into it. I don't know if you had that, Coleman, or not.
I know he was interviewed before the game. They asked me to come on. I said, Mutt will speak.
Yeah.
The team looks really good. We're going to work hard. We'll make mistakes. We're going to work hard and not quit. So looking forward to games.
What was that?
Work
gonna
hard and
make
make mistakes.
He's right.
Really good. We're going to work hard. We'll make mistakes. We're going to work hard and not quit. So looking forward to game tonight.
Jesus.
You heard him.
Oh, God.
What is our biggest downfall as a team? Like, I know
suck.
we do suck, but what
What do you? Your two best players are a guy right now who's swinging from tree to tree on the South Shore, beanbag Ron, and
He's
a
in the bucket.
50-year-old whose fucking brain is pudding right now.
Yeah, I don't know, but like when I watch us play defense, like we're in our spots. I mean, they're just getting these wide open threes, but they're kind of
We also make no shots. We,
we
shoot
make
like
no shots.
20%.
We make no shots.
If we have a night where I'm shooting like I am last night, like it's gonna be be tough mathematically. Like The game before I played when I, 25, 20, whatever it was, and I shot well. Somebody does that. I think we need 3 guys. Like, I have to have a good game. Ron has to do his thing, and somebody else has to score like 10, 12
Yeah, I got to
points.
take the fucking skirt off.
Yeah. You were trying last night.
tried.
I was being encouraging.
I tried.
Jones, pussy's on fire.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
practice Pat last night. Again, even my brain could notice that during the game. What is going on with him?
I think it was getting to him too.
Yeah, I
The
think
practice
it's
Pat thing's getting to him?
I could hear it. I saw it during warmups when he was making shots. He was like, "Oh, practice!" Like,
Yeah.
That does seem that fits his MO. I think.
Yeah. But you try and kill some people with kindness. You're trying to play all these different games with all these different guys. It's not easy.
Sure, it's tough.
I like that John is like, what's wrong with us? John, we're fucking 0-20. We lose every game. I don't know. What do you think's wrong with us?
I want to find something to improve upon.
Who, you?
Everybody. Well, and me, yeah. I mean, I know I need to be more aggressive. I tried last night. I didn't get a ton of minutes last night, though.
Well, that's not. What do you want me to do?
Well, it's tough.
John, I couldn't.
Well,
I didn't know where I
No,
was last night. What do you want me to do? I'm out there playing.
It's nobody's fault. I mean, I'm going to go in for either Mutt or Ron. and
He's
those
just
guys,
saying, like, if you guys don't want me around, it's fine. I guess I'll just.
I don't know.
You make some shots, you'll stay in the game. I think.
No, I
You made
know.
a shot, didn't you, last night?
Yeah, layup.
A little layup. That's good. That was a nice play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the second half I thought was fine. We look at 10. We were terrible the last like 7 or 8 minutes. We went into asshole ball where guys were just jacking shots. But the first 10, 12 minutes of the second half I thought we were pretty good. And that was my takeaway. And at halftime, well, we'll get to my other takeaway at halftime. But my takeaway at halftime was just let's at least try a little hard, play a little better. I thought we played better in the second half. But again, we could play that team a million times. We're never beating them.
Okay.
We're just never beating them. I mean, we can pretend this is a movie, but like
They're
this
that good. They're that much better than every other team you've played.
no, but pretty much every other team, same thing. They're much better than like the teams that we were semi close with.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I thought that.
There's
they
like
were,
2 teams we could hang around with, I think.
yeah, I think that team that you guys played. I
Yep.
think we can hang around with. I think 3. I think there's one. I think the first team we played, and then
The team we played and then the kid with the long hair.
yeah, I think we have a chance. A chance, you know.
Now, I don't mean to look ahead, but I think like a fan, I know you guys maybe can't think like this, but if for season 2, if they saw Coleman and like gave Mick a physical, like the younger guys, could you qualify for an over 30 league?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
You
It's
know?
a fair
You
question.
can. I've heard that they allow one person under like 28 or
A
something.
ringer like
Yeah,
Coleman.
like there's a younger person that they'll allow one.
Coleman got his shot blocked so bad last night. I had such a great view because I was open underneath. Coleman, of course, black hole doesn't even look.
I was looking. I just
Well, you're a better option than me in that spot. So Coleman gets smaller. He just goes. Like, how do I score more inside than you? He's like, I don't know what happens.
I'm in a weird position where they're taller, but like I'm a big man, so like I'm trying to figure out how to properly use my body in order to get above a shot block, but it's just I don't know. It's a weird spot that I keep finding myself in. I've gotten swatted a million times this season, and I'm trying to figure it out.
I saw Coleman doing the ankle thing too. He was like making a face.
You got to
every
do that.
time.
It was hurt.
His face is
He's
great.
limping on
You
the
see it
wrong
or no?
ankle.
I'm really toughing this one out.
It was hurt. It still hurt.
You didn't play much last night, Justin, though.
No, I started. Thank you
Yeah.
for giving me the start.
You're welcome.
Didn't do much. Came in one other time, but no, it just wasn't.
How'd you feel? All right.
I felt fine.
Yeah. What did Bill and Bubba say after the game?
I said, "Oh, you tried hard." They said, "Oh, those guys were good though."
Yeah. Wow. Good. Okay. Well, should have
I
that
saw
on
them
the broadcast.
laughing. At one
You should have been on the
point.
brook.
Really?
Yeah.
You allow that, Justin?
It's okay. We laugh at
Laughing
each
at
other.
us?
Laughing at him, it seemed like.
How was the broadcast?
It's good.
It was good.
Was it good?
Ted was a true pro. That's a solid fill-in for. He's he's no Josh. I don't
Sure.
want to say that. That's a very solid fill-in for Josh.
Was Cullinane essentially the third guy in the broadcast?
Yeah.
At times it felt like that.
yeah.
It's
And
amazing we had a
Conan
backup.
was unhinged. He was very entertaining. But
Cullinane?
he was a madman.
Was he? Oh.
Well, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the packed house that we have here. The bleachers are absolutely packed. There's a couple hard 9s that I don't know who they're here with, but at some point I'm going to go over to them and find out who they are
Now,
and who they're going home with.
folks at home, that is the David Cullinane scale of the hard 9. He is also a soft 9, 9.5. I apologize,
9.5.
folks,
Get
but
it right.
Cliff was fun as well.
Was Cliff terrible or no?
No, I
wasn't bad.
liked Cliff on the
Yeah.
broadcast. He did have to be like he needed the rules explained to him a couple
Sure.
times.
Well, yeah, he doesn't really know basketball. But yeah.
But
other
yeah,
than
he was
that.
good.
Well, yeah, it was an ass kicking. Whatever. We'll be back. 2 notes. We'll get to the second one second, I guess, as Biden would say. I am gonna look. I'm the last. I'm gonna be the last. I'm a Mick guy. I'm gonna defend Mick all the way till the end. People are not gonna be happy about that. I understand it. I recognize not the talent, of course, is different, but I see some of me in Mick in terms of Mick always wants to make everything in the world against him, and I'm not gonna be the guy. I'm not gonna let him float away. I'm not gonna do it. I like Mick. I like when he's around the show.
Right.
So Mick's got a home here. He's got to figure his stuff out. Gus wasn't even on the bench last night.
That was a subdued Gus last
There
night.
was a weird Gus moment on the broadcast.
Was there?
Too. Gus
pops
chimed in. out of
Oh,
nowhere,
Gus was
yeah.
like keeping score though. He wasn't like part of the team at all last night. He's an injured guy. Like Mick could have sat on the bench. Could have used his help. The head coach his mind was altered last night. So disappointing. He's making a decision. I don't agree with it. I don't think Gus meant what Mick thinks he meant.
No, I don't think so.
But I think Mick also wants the world against him. He's happier in that situation. And I would tell him I left him a message today on the way in here. He didn't get back to me. I know Gus left him a message yesterday too. Didn't get back to him.
Really?
Pat said he texted him a couple times.
Yeah, did you get back to him or no? No. So I just said that the only thing I said to Mick was like, I've been in this situation where you think the world's against you. And like, for me, it has been like at EI. This is not like that where like everyone on the team was like, come to the game. We want you here. But he's chosen that and that's fine. And he'll do it beyond average, whatever. But like, I hope Mick is back. I don't think he handled it well, but he's an adult. He made a choice, so that's fine.
But Mick must know. Like they were, I guess he's mad at them for going to the game.
I think that's kind of a bit, though, don't you?
Okay, I hope so. I never know. With
I
them.
mean, yeah, it's like.
But it's like what? So they're gonna quit their jobs basically?
Also,
Like that's their job to be
also,
there.
like, you think we're like, I'm not kicking Gus. Like, that's not the way a team works. I'm not gonna kick Gus off a team because he said he likes the yak more than this show. Like, it's just stupid. Like, it doesn't mean it. Gus is a moron. So, but Mick made a decision. That's fine. He's an adult. We'll see where it goes. I don't know. We'll find out. You guys didn't hear from me either?
No, I didn't hear from him, but
He's still welcome back.
What's that, Justin?
I do know that some members of the team are completely out on Mick.
I understand that. I can understand that. I completely understand where they're coming from. So.
I'm not out on him. I was ready to say I was Team Mick, but not showing up, I feel like by default.
Not great.
you're gonna go-
Not great. Yeah, that don't. I think he's going to regret that. But he's Mick. That's who he is. We'll see. We got a couple of weeks off, and we'll see where we're at. No, Coleman.
Nah, he was talking to us all last week trying to buy in as being our coach and everything, and then to not show, it just, I don't know, that rubbed me the wrong way.
I totally get that. I understand. I understand it. I'm frustrated too, but I'm not getting the thing Mick wants us to do is give up on him. He wants that. He's like addicted to that. You know what I mean, Mike? Like he wants to. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Right, because then he can say like, "Oh,
Correct.
see, I told you these
And I
guys
like
didn't
Mick.
even want me there."
I like having Mick
Yeah.
around. So to bail on the guy, I think is not 2 or 3 years ago. I've been like, fuck this guy forever. But we'll see. We'll see what he does. The ball's in his court. Let's find out.
And maybe when Mick's 50, he'll come to that maturity as well.
Sure. Yeah, we'll find out. The other thing is, so we're getting killed in the first half last night. Killed at halftime. So we go in there. I'm bleeding. I am out of it. I think it came out twice in the first half last night.
You did.
I did get out for a second and came back and took my shoes off. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So we're all sitting there, and I'm like, all right, somebody says something. I don't remember again. My brain's a little fuzzy. So I'm like, yeah, we're not going to play man-to-man against these guys. We have 8 guys. We're not doing that. And then all of a sudden, out of the wilderness, I hear the voice of the intern, who Mutt told me on the way back. Mutt was burying Coleman last night, by the way. Burying him. This intern was shooting around with the team before the game?
I talked to him when I saw that and was like, you need to not do that.
And then Mutt was saying, if you guys need an extra player, I'm willing to play.
I didn't
hear him say
He's
that.
shooting around with the team? So then he starts say, well, why don't you do this on defense? He starts talking.
Wild.
And I was like, get out of here. You're fired. Just leave. He's gone, right? He just left?
I mean, yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
was just in complete shock.
Did he reach out to you at all or no?
He did reach out to us.
What did he say?
He said, am I actually fired? Should I pack up and go
What did
back?
you say?
I said, well, we'll go over it on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Yes, he's fired. Of course he's fired. I was like, what are you you're a fucking intern. Get film, get sound, go talk to people, do something. That's how Coleman and Justin gave no assignment, I'm sure, right?
No,
we told him,
I
don't stop
gave him
filming.
the camera. I talked about filming and how we do the whole process of the game.
Yeah, we're not here for your defensive tips. We're not here for your to play. Like, this is what happens when you get these guys who are like Barstool. They think they're not content. Film stuff, record, go cut stuff, go edit stuff, go talk to somebody. Do something with Bubba and fucking Justin's dad. Do something with the Cullinane. Do something instead of just standing there. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're gone.
Did he know this show at all?
No, clearly not.
It seemed like
clearly
he did.
no
It
chance.
seemed like
You
he
don't
no
say
chance.
that and know the show.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you interviewed him.
I agree. I know.
So-
I take fault with it, but he was just. I was
Take
in
fault with
complete-
what? Your interview with him? You should.
No. Like him performing how he did last night. That was terrible.
Yeah,
like,
gone.
Somehow he was able to dupe Coleman.
Yeah. This is his first time out there, so I'm like, just get. I mean, I don't know. Did you think you were there? Did I overreact?
I was standing right next to you. No, not at all.
I was in shock. Like,
He kind of stood with his mouth open. I'm like, you're gone. Like,
Well, I guess Justin said he was saying it to other people, and Justin told him to shut up.
Well, he
Then
said,
I
he
didn't
said
know
that to
that.
me on that. He's like, you got to do the 1-3. I don't know. He said
yeah,
some
1
sort
3
of,
1 zone or something.
yeah, something like that. And I was like, dude, just stand there, just don't stop filming.
Yeah.
That should be your thing. Just don't stop.
In
filming.
any scenario like that, not even this job, I just feel like you can't do that. Even if he was at Barstool on any other show, like you just do
Look,
your
if he was an intern here, like Harrison was, if he'd been around for 6 months, and I knew him, and we'd done shows, and we'd done remotes, and I knew the guy, like I'd make fun of him the next day on the show.
Right.
But I had never interacted with this human being ever in my entire life, ever.
Right.
2 seconds on the air, and I saw his face. I was like, just get the fuck out of here. I like. I'm sure it's an overreaction, but like, I don't like what that portends. So just leave me alone. No hard feelings, but just go do
I
something.
don't even
else.
think it was an
Yeah,
overreaction.
it might seem like an overreact because it's like basketball, so you think it's like, but like,
No,
and
it's not.
use
It's
any
not
other,
basketball.
That's what I mean. It's
Right.
use any other content. Like
Right.
if he was at the Beer Olympics and it was like, hey, actually, Will, I think you should be doing that. It's like,
Exactly.
Who the
I
fuck
think,
are you?
I think he might be thinking there are some guys who are
initiative.
nicer, probably, who wouldn't react like I would react. You know what I
Sure,
mean?
sure.
But I'm like, I'm not here for. Again, it has nothing to do with. I'm sure I was frustrated. I was definitely not feeling great, but I was like, right. That's exactly right, Mike. I'm like, intellectually, what does this suggest down the line? I
Right.
don't need somebody who's dumb, who clearly has no talent, to sit here and tell me how to do something. Like, get the fuck out of here. But again, if it was, that dumb kid Will from years ago, or Harrison, or Justin was. I mean, Justin was an intern here, right?
It was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if he did that 7 months in, I'd be like, all right,
If Will did that after the thing where he forgot the camera, that would have been like kind of funny, probably.
I
know, like-
I don't know what that is.
Mike went
when
to
me and him went to
Springfield.
the Red
Oh
Sox.
yeah, right.
Or
right.
something like that where we knew who Will was. He was kind of a fuck up.
Right.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, you got to be in. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. So, another great Coleman hire. An intern for 1 day.
well, I mean, look at the track record. Now he's going to go on and probably
Yeah.
be some.
That's true. He
Amazing
probably
guy.
calling games for us.
Yeah,
Now,
exactly.
That's true.
He had a mouth like a suction cup on him now. So.
Coleman consoled him last night. But I think he was generally like, "Are you serious?" Last night, like, he looked at me like, "What?" I was like, "Get." I think I said to him, "I was like, shut up," and I said, "Get the fuck out of here," and then you're fired.
Yeah.
Just leave.
It was-
Just leave. Please leave.
Everyone was just in shock. Like I looked around, and also in shock at the moment, not from you, but from his, like saying that. We were all just.
I
like,
first I was
"Are
like,
you-
who? I
what
was
the
like,
fuck?"
I was like, who is this? You know who could have said that? Honestly, is Bobby.
Right.
That's a good example. You know what I mean? He's been to all these things. He's a good kid. I'd probably say shut up, but like I'd be like, whatever. Like he's a nice guy. He's put in his dues. He's earned his stripes. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Sure.
That's
Or if the
different.
Be a Man guy says it, it's kind of funny.
Yes,
You know?
right. He's
Yeah.
been all the games. He's been
Yeah.
around forever.
Yeah.
The guy was in
Be a
fucking
man.
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like you got to earn your stripes.
Right.
This
Yeah.
kid, I'm sure he's a nice kid, but like this is just not the right place for him. So
Right.
I'm actually doing him a favor.
I could tell immediately. Like I don't think he knew the show at all.
Oh,
or anything.
definitely not. Definitely not. No. So he's gone. Yeah. See you later. So you could tell him. That.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. Any other thoughts from the game, guys? Any of you guys? Or
Oh, you were going at it with the one ref a bit too. He was a new guy.
oh yeah, the tubby
Yes.
black fellow.
Yeah, he
Yes.
said, you do your job, I'll do my job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, he was a terrible ref. Another fatso. I like the other guy's a pro. A pro's pro. The older guy.
Yes.
I love that guy. He gets it.
He doesn't like react to
Nope.
anything. Yeah.
Nope. I think he refereed games when I was in high school. That's how long he's been refereeing. The other guy was no sense of humor, and literally, I did the count for the 3 seconds. He called it. I'm like, well, that's what I'm trying to get you to do.
After you said it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Nice, probably a nice guy, but just, didn't go over half court. Big fatso. Yeah. No, yeah. I was trying to get a technical at some point, but he wouldn't give it to me. But yeah. They called the game at the end, right? Before it was over.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you were getting chippy with that kid.
Yeah, mercy rule. Thank God. What a disaster.
Cully was ready to throw hands. He said that on the broadcast.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's calling some guy a piece of shit. On the
Cullinane?
sideline. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he was.
Is it really?
He was a madman. He was
was he so
entertaining.
worked up
but
about?
I don't know.
Jesus. Yeah. I don't know.
Did you play chippy in high school like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every game's a war, John. Every game's a war. I'm sure everybody had that mentality on the team.
It was.
Justin doesn't. What's that?
You gotta
What were you
fight.
gonna say? You're right.
fight.
Jason. What were you gonna-
It was a different broadcast than we're used to.
Definitely.
I believe the playoffs are July 18th, and I believe that's a wrap from Belmont Hill. Thank you to Milton's. Thank you to the fans. Fuck you, white team. We are out.
Wow. Hardcore.
And then I think Ted took the mic after that and was like, actually, a couple more things to say.
Also, Cliff was checking the stats.
We got
this is
Kirk,
great.
4 points. Z rebounds.
2.
2 rebounds.
I kind of like that dynamic.
I thought he meant 0.
But Ted had a very old school feel to him. I liked it because Cliff mentioned something about like the scoreboard working that night.
Right.
And Ted goes, frankly, right now, I wish it wasn't Cliff.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it was
I like
very.
that.
He was an old school kind of guy.
If you had to put of those 4, 2 together, if you had to mix them up, would it be Ted and Josh?
No,
Or they both play by Cliff and
I keep Josh and James the same.
No, I'm saying you have to mix 2 in. I'm saying you have to have a combination, like there's a special one-off where they're each.
Oh,
I guess it would be Ted and James, and because it's a color guy and a play-by-play guy.
yeah.
Because Ted.
Okay, yeah. Ted and James,
Josh, right.
and then Josh and the other 2.
So out of the 2, I'd have to choose Josh and Cliff.
Is the best? You like Cliff better than James?
No, I'm saying if I had to.
yeah, I think you're
If
right.
you had
yeah.
to mix it up,
Yeah,
like
I think.
that. I mean, none of that fits really.
No, it
Ted,
doesn't feel
Ted and
right.
James would be pretty good, I think, but Dave and Cliff would get in the way of Josh. I think. I'd rather a
Right.
one-man Josh Booth than
Yeah, I agree with that.
Muddy the Waters.
Well, these guys will be ready for the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just brutal, ugly. How long were you in the car for, Coleman? I saw some guy quote tweet that picture of Coleman in the car, and did you see that? And like, why they deploy the airbags? It was Coleman's arms.
Fuck that. That's fucked up.
That's pretty funny. Coleman, what is this? Is this a real music mix?
No, it was my brother's. We shared Apple Music.
Oh, okay.
So it was his playlist to get into character for Theodore Roosevelt. That's why there's a lot of Americana songs.
What? When was he Theodore Roosevelt?
In high school, he played him. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a true artist.
He is?
Yeah.
How does that make him a true artist?
Why was he makes a playlist
One
for his
weird
roles.
family, man.
Why was the
Jesus.
YMCA on there then?
I don't know.
What does that do with Theodore Roosevelt? I don't think the village people
Oh,
were around.
that's why it's
when
called
he was-
Ted. I assumed it was Ted's play because he said it was, on the broadcast. He said it was called Teddy Tunes.
It
or
was
something.
yes for Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
There's a lot of old Americana music there.
Yes.
Okay. And
Exactly.
and the village people.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. That was maybe just a
Well,
hype
It
up.
was a Coleman ad.
Yeah.
I think the computer just knew. They just looked at it.
Yeah, Spotify has that
scanned
smart
them.
shuffle
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I think they looked at some of his searches and said, "Well, this is probably for best."
Gary Glitter.
What's your guy, Mike?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Innocent man.
that's right.
How long were you in the car for?
I'd say like 25 this time. I was trying to get back, watch the debates.
Sure.
So
An abbreviated loss.
it was. Yes.
You referred to yesterday as the debates as well. It's you plural it. It was one debate.
I don't know.
Okay. It annoyed me yesterday. I still remember that.
Debate.
I might do that too.
Is it because of healthy debates?
Maybe.
That's just healthy debate.
The former Barstool show, Healthy Debates.
Yeah, chopping block.
I think that's singular though.
Healthy Debate.
Yeah.
I think it's healthy debate.
Is it? It's been canceled, so it doesn't really matter.
Officially,
I don't know.
it sounded like it yesterday on the.
I'll text Porto. He's fucking. It's like the deli got number 62 at the Minute Clinic.
Yeah.
To get his stitches out.
That's great. That would have been great if he was sitting next to Gus. They're both getting their stitches out.
Just picture him next to these illegal alien families, getting kids coughing away, and Dave's sitting there.
Like, getting stitches out isn't a big project either. Like
always
you
do
said,
it
anybody
yourself.
can do it. Yeah, yeah.
He's not a doctor on Nantucket.
Right.
I don't know.
But also, is that an emergency that he needed to miss a flight for? Do you need that right away?
No, he was saying something. Maybe from where it is, it might. If you don't get them out, something might happen. He was saying, I don't
It's
know.
infected.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, so I have dinner with Harry after the game. He didn't. The one guy who didn't see the injury was Harry, so he had no idea that it happened.
They said on the broadcast, they said Harry looked nonplussed. by
Yeah,
the
he's
whole,
very calm with
yeah.
the whole thing. Then we watched the debate, and we had a $10 bet if Trump would say Hannibal Lecter. Or not. I thought there was a chance, but oh my! I don't. I don't know what to say other than like Biden.
Hold on.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
He's been having.
Don't do it.
It's unbearable. Sitting
my-
next to him.
my
He's been
stomach
having
is-
the loudest.
What was that?
Tummy.
That
It's his tummy grumbling.
Are you hungry?
It's been. Yeah, I haven't eaten.
What do you want to eat?
I got snacks.
What do you
This is
have?
good. I'm good.
I'm hungry. What do you have?
I got chips.
It's 9 o'clock.
I got granola bars.
Bring them in. Let me take a look. Why don't you eat something?
There was no way I could ignore that.
I was praying. That
Justin was so happy
I had so
last
much
night.
menstrual cramps with him. What's that?
After the game, the scoreboard guy happens to go to Justin. Hey, by any chance you guys have snacks? And Justin goes, "Oh, you're talking to the right guy."
And then he looks at him and he's like, never mind.
Doesn't even give him to a guy. Doesn't even offer him to the guys on the team. Give him to the fucking scoreboard guy. What do we have, Justin? Ted Sellers, 8 minutes ago. I knew the intern was in trouble before the show yesterday. We looked at Justin Coleman 5 minutes before airtime and said, "You guys watching any of the Euros?"
Yeah, he did the same thing when me and Mutt were in here, where he's talking about shit where I'm like,
I'm afraid to say I don't even know what that means.
Is that soccer?
You think I know?
soccer. Yeah, there's a soccer tournament.
What
going
is
on.
that? Justin, what are you doing?
He couldn't be any slower right now.
Oh, he went to did he go to his car?
Oh,
his
I
car?
thought they were in the room over there.
I think they're in his
sun.
car.
What is he doing?
I think he
Can't even
left.
do it until he gets these snacks. I don't understand.
I think he left the building.
He said we have snacks right there. He said, didn't he?
Yeah.
Justin.
Oh, he's definitely in his car. Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, he's gone.
Maybe he died.
Come outside.
Yeah, he was bitching out his grandfather. That was
Crazy.
I've seen him I know exactly the Justin you're talking about.
Yeah. That like serious.
Panics.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away! Get the fuck away! Get
What
the
do
fuck
you?
away.
Yeah, exactly. It was fast. I'm just like, take it easy. It's over. We lost. You know.
I relate to that feeling. He's like, oh, gee, don't. He thinks he's going to get embarrassed. He's going to do something to piss you off. Or
Especially after the intern thing.
something. Yeah.
but
I get. Yeah. I mean, I would say it was definitely not a comfortable environment.
No, it was-
after the
it was
game.
I'm sure he wasn't.
That made it
I'm
more
sure he wasn't
uncomfortable, I
tactful
thought.
about it, but
Yeah.
It was sad because his dad kind of put his hands up in the air like this, and then
He looked at me. I was like, "What do you want me to say, man?" He's
He kind of had to turn to Bubba and
he's more
relay
your
what was
kid than that
happening.
guy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no shit.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
and
Bill's
went
like,
up to
Bill's
them.
like, explain this guy kid to me, would you? I don't know. I just met him. Oof. I don't know. But a good crowd, I would like a good crowd for that first playoff game. Because I have a feeling we're going to need them. We're going to need a good, emotional, loud.
Some energy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be tough. A week from Sunday's going to be a tough practice, I think. Probably best to take 9-10 days off. Everyone kind of go in their corners. There was some, I think Mutt was very upset last night. Very upset. I think upset with himself. He gets very down on himself. He should. He's
that was
a
another.
terrible
Did we say
person.
this already? Cullinane was bashing him during the broadcast, saying it was a terrible performance. He was disappointed in him.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God. The whole thing's a bit. I thought you said I thought you meant they were here. Like here in the.
They were in
you
your
go to your
car?
car? Okay. What the fuck? Okay, what else is there, Justin? I'm not going to eat a banana
That was sitting in your
in your
car.
car. You're so blind, Justin. Jesus. Put the peas right in his face. It's the blindest guy in this room. I don't know. Why do they eat beef tender bites teriyaki?
Those are good ones.
I bet that's good.
How many bananas do you have?
That's a lot of bananas.
What else is there? I'm a Richard guy from Shark Tank from Kind Bar. I'm a big Kind Bar guy. I think he's the best guest shark.
I don't know if I know him.
No. Well, it's for John. John's got a grumbly tumbly.
I'm not. I'm good.
You should stop making noise.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Sit here and eat on the show.
I'm going to.
We stopped
All right,
for
you know what?
20
Give me-
minutes.
Give me one of those kind bars.
Give him a Kind Bar.
He's a good guest shark. I'll take a kind bar. I don't care what kind.
I'll take a chocolate chip granola bar.
Are they all melted?
I'm good.
Here's 5 Kind Bars.
right,
Go eat them.
Mike, please take one.
Throw me a granola bar.
I'm good. They're all yours.
Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that, buddy.
I'm okay.
These are
Thank you.
tiny, Justin. Jesus.
They're snack size.
No, I don't want to.
I'm fine.
Absolutely terrible snack.
Kind bar is good.
Now we have food out here. There's going to be
Ants.
rats and whatever. Just eating through here. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you.
Yesterday, I was going around giving drinks to
Didn't know where to go. Yeah.
the other team in the scoreboard.
We
The
already
other
covered
team?
this. You drinks the other team?
To the teams that were playing
Why?
after us.
Why?
Because it was hot.
Who gives a fuck about them?
Let them die.
Oh, okay.
Bring their own shit.
Okay.
We heard the scoreboard. It was terrible the first time.
Oh,
Okay. So when you weren't here, when you were wandering around Main Street to tell the story, John, make more noise too. Jesus fucking Christ. My takeaway from I have a million takeaways from the debate last night. The first one is, it is amazing. Biden prepped for like 6 days at Camp David for this performance last night. I don't understand. First of all, they're going to Jeff Delo, the best reporter in America, broke this last night. First guy to say he's breaking that they are going to replace him. If you're curious,
You kind of have to, right?
Do something thinking?
That was crazy.
no, I think it'll be Vice President Harris because I don't think the Democrats can replace a female black person without eating themselves alive.
Yeah,
It was
with a white guy.
Yeah, it was the worst performance in the history of anything. Someone today, Jim will find an 8th grade Coleman debate. He's running for vice president of his.
Yeah, all right, second worst.
They'll be worse. We already know that. Once that comes up.
Yeah.
Have you ever run for an office?
I did high school. Yeah, I think he's already.
Is there a
pulled it.
debate video or no?
There was like a platform, I think.
Okay, so there is a debate video. It's 3 hours.
What did
long.
your posters say?
So there'll be a 7-hour video of that at about 2 o'clock today. Jim, go find it.
Bring back the vending machine.
Yes, it was the. I don't even like. So first of all, Trump was terrible last night.
I was gonna say Biden would look worse if Trump actually did anything.
But they agreed to these things. It was a gift to Trump that they muted him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He just allowed Biden to light himself on fire because Trump would have been obnoxious and wouldn't have shut up.
He had a couple good lines.
He did, but like everything with Trump, like Trump doesn't answer anything. He gives no examples. There's no substance to Trump. But Biden gave the single worst performance in the history of American politics last night. It was sad. It was frightening. All the videos that you see all the time that the extreme right wingers tweet out came to life last night for 2 hours in front of America, and he'll never recover. It doesn't like the hardcore liberals are gonna vote for Trump, vote for Biden anyway. They
What's
don't
the
care.
spin now this morning?
Spin this morning.
There wasn't. CNN was even
CNN
like, "This is bad."
At the end of last night,
NBC
John
too.
King on CNN, the minute it ended last night, said high-ranking Democrats are saying we want this guy out.
Yeah.
And like now the spin is that like it's bad. Like you can't. It's unspinnable. And I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know if he's going to still be president for the next few months. And they just have somebody else run, or he'll resign, let Harris be president, and let her do the second debate. I don't know.
You almost wonder if the debate, if that was on purpose. Like, let's drag this guy up.
That's
Like,
a
he'll
theory,
look
I
Definitely
terrible.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always like that. He had to be like that 2 hours before the debate. It wasn't like he was like
Right.
alive, awake, and then was like that.
But that's what I was going to ask. Is like because I don't listen to Biden talk a lot, but I wasn't the only.
But you
one
see
that
the
was-
clips on Twitter and
Well,
stuff.
yes, but that's the thing is I wasn't the only one that was shocked at how old he sounded, was it? Because I was like,
I was
"Holy
shocked.
Shit.
I was shocked. To John's point, I was shocked they would put him on stage. I figured if
He
he was
sounded
if he
way
was-
older than I've
from
heard
the
him.
start.
Yeah.
From the beginning, it's unbelievable.
It's whispering. He doesn't finish the sentence.
No, it's crazy.
That was like I saw my grandfather a few years ago, and I was like, "This isn't the same guy." He died 2 months later.
Yeah.
like that's like people in your life that are retired.
Did
You're
they
like, this
bury
isn't the
your
same.
grandmother's breast with him or no?
Different.
No.
not the same marriage.
Well, still did they or no?
No.
Okay, well, it's a reasonable question.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, fair.
They're putting that in the one they're going to.
It's only right.
eventually, Yeah.
But no, but you're right. Like there are at the end like old people, and there was a moment where Dan the Bash and I thought CNN. I thought Bash and Jake Tapper were perfectly fine last night. Like to the point where hardcore liberals were like, CNN wants Trump to win. I'm like, now we've insane world.
Yeah.
But I knew it before she said it. I've heard it, of course. But when you hear somebody say it out loud, she said, President Biden, you're going to be 86 if you're elected in this. I'm like, holy shit. And that's when I realized I'm voting for Trump, but I want Biden to win. I've said this before, I want to see this for 4 more years.
Right.
Can you imagine this guy in 3 years?
Oh, he won't make that though.
He's not going to make it.
We'll just never hear from him, really.
I know, that's kind of unbelievable. I want to see video. His wife last night, did you see her walk him off stage at the end of it?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Did you see her with
It's
the
like
mic
Justin
after?
walking fucking Mike on the stage like Portland. It's worse.
It's not that bad.
Mike can walk. It's worse.
You did such a great job.
Oh,
You
this is
answered
this is how John wants me to talk to him after a game. Like, he wants like affirmation.
I could use that. I could.
Like this is just not the kind of the intern wants me to talk like this to him.
God.
Go ahead.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the
You knew all the questions? Is that what you said?
And let me
knew all
ask
the
the
facts.
crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
Jesus.
Just
When you ask the
sitting there.
crowd, Dr. Biden, you don't have to answer the question. Put the mic out and let them say it.
Well, they all said different things.
Yeah. And Biden's got that look at her. He's like,
He's got his mouth open.
that was the thing. Like his look when he Trump is talking. Where do you want? What Biden sound do you guys want to hear? What's your favorite from last night?
My favorite is when Trump responds saying he
I don't know
couldn't understand him.
Yeah. It's like, he's like, I don't think he knows either.
Yeah,
That was the best clip of the night. Yeah.
That was funny.
Until we get the total ban on the total initiative.
Biden sounds like when like the level of voice when you're talking and then you say something like kind of questionable with a black person. Like it's not even racist, but you're like,
I think he was a couple of times.
you're like, like that guy, and then there's the black guy over there.
We put him in houses.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
By the way, the call was definitely less racist last night. I will say that.
The what?
The call was definitely less racist last night. The boys, Ted Seller and
Oh,
Cliff.
was it really?
Yeah.
No, I thought Cliff made
minimally.
a chance.
Minimally less racist.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Back to President Biden and Trump.
On the total initiative relative to what we can do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he says. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Oh, that's great.
Problem is Trump. This granola bar is terrible.
It's a chocolate chip
It's rubbery.
It's a granola bar.
Did you cook it? I mean, did you make it? That's how
No.
bad it is.
It's been sitting in the car in the heat.
Oh. This probably has
How
like,
long is that
probably
been
like a
in the car?
fucking Boba Fett doll in it for like 4 days or Mandalorian or something.
How long has that been in the car?
12 hours, Mike. It's not.
Why are you upset with me?
Mike piles on it. You notice that, Justin?
Yeah.
Well, it definitely wasn't 12 hours.
Yeah, the game was longer than that.
You went and put it in your car at 10 last night?
No, let's call it 9.
You put in your car at 11 last night?
Nope. 9 o'clock. So 13 hours. My apologies.
It was in there before though as well, right? Did you buy
You
them
got
at
home
did you
and
buy
put
them?
that in your car?
Is there a BJ's at Belmont Hill that I didn't know about? Did you buy it there?
No.
So then where'd you get it? BJ's where?
BJ's right down the street.
From here?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you bought it yesterday. That's
Yeah.
that's the part I didn't understand.
Okay. You wouldn't eat one of those hot dogs, would you?
You motherfucker.
Oh, certainly I would.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe not now. Jesus.
I was just careful. Like I said, the problem is with Trump, it's all at one point Trump's talking about, then we brought in these dogs and they were beautiful dogs. Like everything with Trump is just weird.
Oh, he did that again?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Because he's done that.
He loves that dog thing.
He's done that with beautiful
Everything's
dogs.
like he's like the most beautiful, water. He said last night. It's the purest water of all time. He's like I talked to an expert of mine right before the debate. He told me that. But everything's like just nuts. But he's so clear and loud next to Biden. It's like it doesn't even matter what he's saying.
He's like they asked him something about January 6th, and he's like, "I'll tell you what we had on January 6th. We had jobs. We had a great economy.
Gas was this.
That's actually a good line.
But that's good. That's good debate prep. Like in the past, Trump's been unhinged. Like, don't answer that question. It doesn't do you any good. What's he gonna? He's not gonna apologize for that shit. Like they don't. No voter cares about that. You know. But he seems so robust next to Biden.
Biden sounds like a guy that's ran into him at a diner and was like, "You son of a bitch."
Yeah, he has those moments too where clearly he's been said like, you have to be forceful now. Where he's like, how dare you do that? You're an ass. You're a jerk.
The load of malarkey.
Yeah, it's troubling.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker.
He loves going back to that.
He loves that.
Yeah.
He loves the sucker loser thing.
If you were talking to that voice at a nursing home, you would just be like,
you bet.
totally,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
yeah.
malarkey.
I'm going to put on Diagnosis Murder for you now.
You wanna watch Quincy?
I will say this. I would take every dollar I have in my life as a 10 handicap and play Joe Biden as a 6 handicap. I feel pretty confident. That was my favorite moment in the history of the world last night. It turned because that's every guy ever has that debate. Like, oh, I'm better at golf than you. Like that's like me and my brother talking.
Yeah.
It was great.
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
First of all, it starts with Trump asking about his health and his age. He's like, I've won 2 club championships, which is bullshit. And then he's like, first of all, he's like, you gotta be pretty smart to win those things. I'm like, yeah, I think smart. I think Dustin Johnson. And give me the golf talk.
President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds. Or 235
What is he fucking talking about? That's a prepared line? Because remember a couple of years ago, Trump had the physical, and he said he was that.
Yeah.
Because he was going back to that, but he can't even say that. What's he trying to? Let me hear that again.
President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds. Or 235 pounds.
35 pounds.
I mean, I know the hardcore Republicans will tell me that he's a bad guy, he's an asshole, he's evil. They could be right. I'm sorry, I feel bad for the guy. It's just mean. It's like mean to have him up there.
It was another.
Like honestly, Justin to Bubba last night was the second worst elder abuse in America. I'll even say that. It's close.
That was tough.
But Dr. Biden, that's a tough. Who's worse? Joe Biden, Dr. Biden putting him out there in front of America, or Justin legitimately like spitting in Bubba's face?
Knocking him down.
I saw in those
clubhouse.
globs of shit, I saw some spit from Justin.
And tears.
And tears, yeah, it was tears. Yeah. And poor Bill, who's got his own issues, doesn't know who the dad is, anything. He looked at me like, he looked stunned.
Well, it's just time and place for everything.
I guess. I suppose. Do you think it's elder abuse what Dr. Biden and the Democratic Party is doing, Justin, to the president?
Yeah, but it's also kind of funny. So go
I
for
agree.
it.
I agree. And you know what? You're probably right. He probably wants to do it anyway. What else is he going to do?
That's true.
He gets to play president.
Yeah.
It also shows
have
that-
some fun.
What I've said forever is the actual president himself is irrelevant.
Right.
It's just the people behind you.
Well, that's honestly that was so Kamala Harris was on with like Anderson Cooper.
Yeah,
and
it
that
was
was
pretty-
kind of her argument.
Right.
Was like, who gives a fuck about the press? Like things
Right.
are going pretty good, right, guys?
Right. Yeah. Well, I saw at one point somebody in CNN was like, like there were all these great initiatives being done. Like the guy was like, I get that Biden can't really speak well, but these things are being done. He's getting this done. And I'm thinking, you think Biden is in any of these fucking meetings? He just shuffles around the White House all day. He probably takes pictures, hangs out, sniffs hair. He does his thing.
Which is a weird admission.
You should be able to sniff somebody's hair last night. I thought that was nice. He likes to do that.
It's a weird admission because it's probably true, but they're kind of being like, guys, the president doesn't matter. We're just
It's
fucking
Hail
around
Mary
here."
time, I guess, right? I like to be talking with the in-laws and the fucking. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what was he? Justin was asking me. What was he talking about?
How the hell do I know?
Young women to be raped by their in-laws.
All right, start again.
You
I thought
know,
this.
young
I thought,
women-
hold on.
I have the long
I thought this was interesting because sometimes things hit the show. I know for a fact they're not married, but they're kind of common law married. That Alba's dad has raped Mike before. It's in-law
Is it
rape.
rape. I'll even defend him.
I guess you did come first. So this one hits
Should've
home.
seen how I was dressed.
This one hits home for us specifically.
Sure.
So I'm glad finally the president of the United States is discussing in-law rape, which I feel like is definitely something Justin has searched and exploited college girls.
It's like
The logical next step.
it's like one of the most popular
In-law rape?
not in-law rape.
What?
Like, oh, it's the mother-in-law is home alone.
She's stuck in the dryer.
yeah.
And a burglar comes in.
What? Give me the scenario again, Justin. Some mother-in-law
mo-
who's like
mother-in-law-
Grammy Love or something.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like stuck
Right.
is stuck at home, and the stepson is
It's like it's a wedding day, and he's trying to get his tuxedo on. and
exactly.
I've
She's
seen
like,
that.
that
I remember my wedding day.
Yeah.
my husband knew nothing about making love to me at that time.
Right.
Do you know how
Oh,
to?
this I like.
Oh yeah, your
Do
daughter.
you know how to make love to my daughter?
My daughter doesn't fuck like this, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. Do you think this is what the president's talking about?
Yes, I think he.
Oh,
That scene particularly.
that'd be better if you outline that scene.
He starts reading Tube Galore categories.
Go ahead.
There's so many young women who have been, including a young woman who just was murdered, and he went to the funeral. The idea that she was murdered by an immigrant coming in. They talk about that, but here's the deal: there's a lot of young women being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters.
What?
So he's basically
It's
saying,
always
like,
funnier when Ryan Whitney's getting raped.
yeah, sure, she got killed by an immigrant, but other people get raped too.
Is he saying that Trump was at the funeral?
Yeah.
Trump went to the funeral, right?
did,
This
yeah.
woman, yeah. Say her name. It's Laken Riley. The I don't. But Trump actually did a good job of like not. Like he wasn't making the crazy faces during that. He was soft selling it, which I thought was good because I think he knew this guy was going to be a disaster last night. And 4 years ago, this was a big issue. They debated. Everyone was like, "Oh, Biden's brain is." Biden sounded like,
Oh my God.
Martin
Martin
Kevin
Luther King,
Harlan
yeah.
compared. Yeah, it was like, he was Gus Johnson 4 years ago.
Right.
Like he was Josh.
Yeah, when he was saying, like, denounce the proud, boy. I remember that guy had a lot of energy.
How about Joe Biden, like as Josh, like cinema,
Beanbag
Polar Express. What's the Josh one that kind of sounds like Biden, the quiet one?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have it.
Mike, you like
yeah,
this
yeah,
one?
I like this one.
Yep. Where is it?
Is it do it myself?
Yeah, do it myself. Right?
No. The
Yes, that is what we're thinking of.
yep.
He says, I'm going to do it myself.
So a lot more energy than President Biden. Go ahead. What other clips do you guys? So I actually thought, I think I saw Portnoy tweet this during it too. Biden at the beginning, the first 20 minutes was like unbelievable train wreck. Then for like the next 40 minutes was just really bad, but like kind of trying to hang in a little bit. Then this final thing was brutal. He was as bad as he was at the start. There wasn't one Medicare moment at the beginning where he was like,
Medicare.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I got it.
And Trump goes, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great Trump moment.
Yeah.
10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look.
Oh my God.
I actually, hold on, pause for 1 second. We'll go back like 2 seconds. Pause. I actually thought for a moment I swear to God, I thought he might just turn around and walk off stage, which would have been the greatest moment ever.
Sounded like Gus talking to Donnie.
He did. He did. He also.
You got anything for me, Don?
He also, the way, like, I knew it was going to be bad the second I saw him shuffling on stage. I was like, wow, this is happening. Like, we're fucking on here. Someday somebody, I know Democrats are control the media. I totally get that. Somebody will write a great book in this Biden camp one day with this week leading up to this is a great book.
Yeah.
Because it's really like, at some point they must have been like, do we just cancel? You can't cancel. If you cancel, it's actually worse than last night, I think. Maybe.
I don't think so.
You're right, probably. But it does set huge panic.
Sure.
Yes.
But.
Yeah. No, you might be right.
Yeah.
It's close. Yeah. But I'm sure at one point that whatever, an hour before, they were probably like, we gotta fucking do this. Because, I mean, I see everybody, the Gerrys and the Montana, they jack them up on all these steroids, whatever.
Well,
doesn't matter if you have fucking dementia.
Yeah.
Well, they were making jokes beforehand, like an hour before. They sell like
who's they?
Joe Biden himself. He sold like
oh, I saw this. Yeah.
supplements in a can. It's just water.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, these are the supplements I'll be taking. This is the Adderall I'll be taking.
Yeah. I mean, remember the video where he challenged Trump to debate? Remember how many times it looked like an Alex Cooper video? Like, remember it's edited like 70 times? Yeah. So, I mean, you can't, like, it's...
But even in that's what I'm saying, is in that he sounded way better than he did.
But he had moments last night where he sounds semi-loud. So I think they get those moments when you edit a 20-second Twitter video.
No, but I'm even talking about, like, did you hear Artie Lang in his latest comeback? Like, the podcast he did about, you're like, oh, the life is gone.
Gone, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the lights are out.
This is like, oh, wow.
The lights are out.
Yeah.
No, there's no question. I don't know if they're... I'm looking at Twitter right now. I'm expecting there to be an announcement. They're going to have a press conference like 4 o'clock today or something. He's going to say, I'm not running again.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. Is imagine today where they're like, all right, we fucked up. We shouldn't have let him out there.
Yeah, I don't... what is this? Sewell Presenti will not be appearing in the future episode of Puff Puff. Is this from the show account? What is this?
I did not see this.
Let's play the sound. It's 7 seconds.
Praying my stomach does nothing right now.
Did you have a bar?
Will you go on Puff Puff Piece with Andrew the Bus Augustus? I don't even know what that means.
So I guess not.
That's on the no.
It's not a no. If you said Gus, then he would know. He just didn't put it together.
There you go.
Let's be live.
Portnoy, hit me with your best question.
Dave, how's October?
Go ahead.
How's October?
Go ahead,
Dave. Go. Let me hear that Trump. Let me hear that again.
Everything we have to do with.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Look,
To Mike's point, though, even like when he's saying things that make sense, it sounds so weak and so
Yes.
fast and so.
I don't
he's
give a
like
fuck
you're
about his
memorizing
points.
like you're memorizing a book report in front of the class.
Right.
Yeah, like
It's
the
like-
weakness in his voice.
Yeah,
Forget what he says. It's just his face. He's just not there.
I know the eyes are gone, like gone. For Trump, it must have been. He must have been salivating last night.
And even the pause there when he's like, he's
I know, it's like a
wheezing.
death rattle.
Yeah.
He's so old, but he's also not like 96. There are guys his age who are, like alive.
Sure, but there are guys his age that look worse than that.
Oh, definitely.
You know?
Yeah, Bubba does. Yeah.
Bubba looks. People were gushing over Bubba.
Maybe
last night.
maybe Cullinane was talking about Bubba as a 9.5.
What if Bubba brought that woman, Beanbag Ron's mom, home?
He's single, right?
Bubba is single.
He's
yes.
a widow.
He's a
correct?
widow.
Widow?
Yes.
Widow,
His,
yeah.
his, his wife died
How long ago was that?
9 years ago.
Oh, it's time.
Is he on the sites?
He just joined Facebook.
That's how it starts.
I mean,
Gateway
okay.
drug.
There's a dating app on Facebook, I think,
Is there?
right?
Oh,
How'd you feel if he was dating? Okay.
Bubba can do whatever.
Fucker. You live with him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay with my parents for a little bit, but
If you bring some broads home, yeah.
no.
You've been staying with your parents.
Yeah.
Why?
They have a pool.
Oh, okay, good.
Justin lights candles.
Working hard. Let me hear from Trump again.
eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump.
Or play Trump.
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
I wanted more of that from Trump, honestly. But
I think Trump was thinking like, rare for him. Like, don't just let this guy.
That had to be the
prep.
it speaks for itself.
For him, that's going to be impossible to do too.
Yeah.
Give you a minute, sir.
I didn't have sex with a porn star, number one. Number two, that was a case that was started and moved. They moved a...
Give me the golf. Yeah, finish the golf.
Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's what you're... Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6.
Trump's reaction is every golfer in the world. I was literally like, what the fuck?
Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie.
He's right. That's the biggest lie any politician's ever told. I was so offended by that. I don't know if you know what a 6 handicap is, Mike, or not.
I have a general idea.
That's a fucking damn good golfer.
Yeah. Does that mean you shoot like 6 over par?
Basically,
average?
yeah, 7 or 8. But yeah, basically, depending on where you are. But like, right now, today, and I know Biden is saying he was vice president, which was, what, now 12 years ago? If you put Biden on the first tee of a good golf course right now, a 6,500-yard golf course, there's no way he would break 150. Like, he couldn't hit I think Trump said he couldn't hit about 50 yards right now. No chance.
No. I can't imagine.
I couldn't believe that. Riggs' handicap is less bullshit than that.
His point about, like, I want to see you carry your bag, too. It's like, Biden will topple over.
I would love to see
if he
Biden carrying his
bag.
own bag. I mean, those guys, fuck the second debate. I just want to see him play golf.
You should do the
match?
Tiger, yeah.
Yeah.
Brady versus Josh Allen thing.
Yeah. Breaking 100 with Frankie Burley and Joe Biden. I'd watch that. But yeah, I was in shock last night. Then afterwards, the pundits. Do you have John King after last night or no?
Is that the CNN one?
Yeah, I mean, he's basically like, this is over.
If anybody in America thinks that was
Well,
even
that's
close,
a Trump guy. Oh. John King at the beginning was like, he's like, I'm talking to Democratic sources. Like, this is one of the disaster.
I think I got it.
Well, and even like the political aspect, like I saw people. I think it was also on CNN saying like he also like lied. Like Biden was telling stories where it's like based on what Biden's timeline, this guy would have been dead.
Right.
So like it's not even just that. Like he was also just making shit up.
Yeah.
Minutes into the debate, and it continues right now. It involves party strategists, it involves elected officials, it involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket, and they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But can you do that?
What?
Like, they already had the primary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Like, if he steps down, then do they have another primary?
I think you would have to step down from the office, and then I assume the president would then be the nominee, right? Presumptive
some sort
nominee. Because I mean,
rule or something.
What's that?
I don't know. Isn't there like an official thing for it? Like if they're mentally unfit.
Yeah, I don't think he would invoke that one. Don't do that. Jesus Christ. Kicked off fucking YouTube.
Good on Rumble.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, like, let's just say, God forbid, the guy fell downstairs, died a couple of hours later. Like, Harris would be the president. I assume should be the presumptive nominee. So I think that's probably what would happen.
Well, they're talking about Newsom.
They're not. The Democratic Party is not going to have a black female vice president not be the nominee. There's no chance.
Buckle up, Donnie. You've cinched it up.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the first guy they played, that Trump supporter who was on CNN last night, was like, look, because all the Democrats were like, Trump wasn't great last night. If you get a live Bobby against him, it's not going to be great. And this guy's point was, you're right. Like, Trump wasn't great, but as bad as Biden is right now, Harris is less popular than that guy.
Right.
So I think there's some weird sympathy in a weird way for Biden. People just don't like Harris.
Imagine if they try to remove Biden and Biden gives a speech and the Biden voters storm the Capitol.
That'd be great.
Yeah, they put themselves in a weird box.
They sure did. And they, The other thing is they think it's going to be very easy to just remove Biden, slide Harris in there, and now everyone's going to be like, you've been lying to us for 4 years.
Right.
Like everything we've been saying, these hardcore Republicans who were right, they were vindicated last night. For 4 years saying this stuff, you've been lying to us for 4 years. And that's going to be Trump's, well, it should be, if he's disciplined enough to Harris, what did you know?
Right.
You're the vice president. You knew this. You were around this guy. And if you didn't know, then you're not part of this administration. Like, which is it?
She was on CNN that night. It's not like
Right.
Could,
of course, they trotted her out there, and so I would do that. I just think it looks so bad. I mean, they're going to do this again in September. This guy's going to be 3 months older, 3 months more of this. What's he going to do?
The Biden account was tweeting during the debate, too. Like,
Yeah.
I know everyone knows he doesn't do it, but there
Right.
should be some sort of illusion that he's
It's
doing
weird.
it.
I saw, and it was talking in like the first part, like I'm going to do
I'm
this,
gonna- yeah.
and the first reply was like,
How you doing?
Who's
this?
on stage?
Yeah. He's like, I'm going to that Roe versus Wade thing where he's talking about 3 levels of abortion. And He just doesn't know what the fuck is
Coleman
going on.
pointed that out. Like, you're president now. Couldn't
Yeah,
you?
like, they're very big into like every question was like, well, Trump left me in this situation. You've been president for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. I mean, I was gonna vote for Trump before the debate. Now I'm definitely voting for Trump. But it was a crazy. I thought it was the craziest hour. I couldn't stop watching it, and I was feeling like shit. I was like, I can't stop watching this thing.
What was Harry's take?
Like I say, he was disappointed. He actually won $10. I thought he was going to say Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, you thought he was going to
Yeah,
say
because he kept talking about immigrants.
I'm surprised by that.
Well, that's his take. Is that as Trump says, these mental asylums are letting these people out, like
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter. So I thought he was just throw Hannibal Lecter's name out there at one point last night. And Biden would have been into that. He'd have been like, "What? Hannibal Lecter?
This guy sounds worse than Hannibal Lecter.
How dare you say
No
about
reason.
Hannibal Lecter? Hannibal Lecter's a great man from a great movie. You're Hannibal Lecter." He would have said that to him. And Trump would be like, "Yes, I don't know what to say."
I'd be honored to be Hannibal Lecter. He's a great guy. He has a friend for dinner.
I like that Anthony Hopkins, like 16 years ago, once said something kind of nice about Trump. And now Trump's like, "I love Silence of the Lambs."
It's the only thing he knows.
That's it. That's literally it. But Trump is going to be fucking president again.
My worry with that is like, do we just go back to everyone being where it's like they get you canceled for comedy and podcasts and all that shit?
I don't think so.
I actually think it's less of that. I think people were so disgusted by Biden. I think it almost helps now. I think even, except for the extreme nutsos.
They're like, yeah, he's not that bad.
I think most people are like, how can you justify voting for Joe Biden at this point? Like, I get a woman's right to choose. I understand all the Democratic talking points, but this is just insane. I mean, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen on television. I'm telling you, every time I look, I expect to see, Biden 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock from the Rose Garden, whatever. I feel like that's going to happen this afternoon.
I mean, like a couple years ago, I would have been like, yeah, he's old, obviously, but like, who gives a shit? So's Trump, But
Right.
that debate is gone. Like, Trump's old, but he doesn't sound like that.
This is ridiculous. Someone's tweeting at me, Justin. 6, handicapped is also a Trudell DM puts in his search on his dating apps. That is 6 years old and handicapped?
I have never
That is-
looked for
What
either.
dating app would that be?
Listen, I've searched amputee.
Yeah.
I don't think you can use Google for that.
I don't think that feels. Why would you do that, Justin?
I
That
don't
seems
know.
more like
I
a
don't know what
dark
the
web.
source is.
Wow. Huh. Unbelievable. Any other thoughts from the debate, guys, or no?
It is funny to see like all like the DNC shills, I guess, like
Yeah.
the people that are just obviously paid for by like trying to spin this. Like, I love how President Biden slammed Trump after the debate.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Look at this. At 2 a.m. in the morning, President Biden was greeting his supporters at RDU Airport in North Carolina. This is just hours after debating Trump.
Oh, yeah. Did he go to Waffle House or something?
This man does not
he's a
stop
common
working
guy.
and moving. He's fit to lead, and I can't wait to vote.
You got to feel gross tweeting that out.
It's also you just know it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Biden has a cold. Trump has 34 felony convictions.
Oh, that's true. But he said Biden had the cold last night.
Yes.
That must have been it. Usually makes people, have dementia.
He's also so white, he's like see-through at this point.
I know. He also had the bad plastic surgery. He's got the huge teeth like Dino. It's just a
He's got
weird.
that ball sack chin.
Yeah,
going
he
too.
looks so old.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't really look any different, like because he always looks weird.
Right.
So when he's old, it's like he's just a weird-looking old guy.
Maybe he's like
6'5"?
lost a little weight.
So he said he's
if anything.
said he's in the best shape of his life.
It's down to 195.
Yeah, 2 son.
2035.
He's won 2 club championships.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Club.
Gotta be smart.
Mar-a-Lago, I guess.
that'd be
His
smart to
club.
do that. Yeah, yeah. He's great relationships with all the people. So I don't know. Who knows? What else is going on?
I did listen to some of Gerry to try to get his take.
Oh, guy.
And he
Hey, these people.
I don't want to hear from Biden. I want to hear from Gerry.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's the Gerry? Hold on. Do you think Gerry thinks that Biden had a good night last night or no?
He said he actually won. Biden
That must have
won.
been one of the greatest moments for like the Montantes and Jerry's life. It finally happens, you know. It's like that moment where like you're, you know, it's like just like the day a big Star Wars movie used to come out, you know.
Yes,
and
where it's like
Force Awakens, you know.
Or it's like the moment like you tell someone, oh, you really got to watch this. You really got to see
And
this.
it's that
and
good.
they finally do.
It's a lot of I told you so's to everybody in your contact list.
Oh,
Yeah,
Montante must have been so thrilled last night.
Phone was just constantly
calling people left and right.
Oh, hey, they deserve it. It was their night. Go ahead.
His fantasy have been living this lie that he can do the job, that he's fit for the office. What are we going to hear from Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar?
From who?
and
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. It's like Mike's pronunciation. Mike's. I had a friend named Whoopi in 6th grade.
Donnie Whoopenberger.
He starts naming off all these celebrities.
I like whoopie pies, so I say.
What's your friend's name?
Tom O'Galley.
My friend Tom O'Galley. He's just naming all these people.
He's like,
What are you going to say now?
That's a big Gerry thing. But you know what? These guys deserve. This is a deserved night for
They
these
get their
guys.
win? Yeah, they were
I mean,
right.
Like they were. Yeah. I mean, by the way, I will say, like I was surprised that Biden was this bad, but these people like on TV last night, I can't believe. I'm like, you do see this every day on Twitter, like Biden being like moved one way or another. He stumbles. Like it's surprising he was that bad, but it's not. Like everyone thought it was a possibility last
I don't know. This might be what you're referring to. The guy, I think this was also on CNN. The guy
Van
that was
Jones?
like, "This is a friend of mine.
Yeah,
I worked under Joe Biden. This is a
good man.
Yeah,
yeah, but he's like, it's just not happening. It's like we have to put this guy out. Yeah, let me hear some more, Gerry.
That he can do the job, that he's fit for the office. What are we going to hear from Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and Joy Reid and Bruce Springsteen, Rob Reiner, Taylor Swift, Tom Hanks? What are you going to say now? Where are you going to go with this? You're going to come out tomorrow and say, you know, it wasn't that bad? Or are you just going to go with Trump's worse, Trump's Hitler, Trump's bad,
That's their only option.
Orange Man bad? We have to
That's a big Gerry
re-elect
line, Orange Man.
this cadaver, this corpse, this vegetable. It's over. All right. So you don't have to. I just watched MSNBC.
So okay, hold on. So think of how bad this guy will snap if Biden wins, though.
Oh, it'd be great.
That's kind of why I want Biden
it'd
to
be
win. It's
awesome.
like the reverse of like when Trump won.
Yes.
These guys are gonna lose. They'll say it's fixed, definitely. Like imagine if Biden just fucking easily wins re-election.
Wild.
It is pretty funny to hear that voice say, he sounds terrible.
But at least Gerry has life, though. You know, like,
No,
you know.
It's a different old.
Yes, yeah, right, yeah. But yes, yeah. But like, imagine Gerry the day after Montante or who's the sports guy who now pretends to put Clay Travis. Like these guys are they're gonna be shitting their pants.
Justin thinks Biden's gonna win. Said
I
before
do.
the show.
You still think he's gonna win?
I do.
Well,
I just don't think that's gonna
to
happen.
quote one clever tweet I saw is, what are the Dems going to do now that all the write-in ballots are already filled out Biden? You know?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good stuff. Good point.
You also look at the
Ironhead tweet.
Yeah.
What's that?
Who's the senator from Pennsylvania there? He couldn't speak. And he won.
Fetterman?
The Republicans love him now.
Yeah. But he couldn't speak. Everyone was saying there's no chance he loses to Mehmet Oz.
True, but that guy ran a terrible. True, but I think it comes down to these swing counties, like I said, the 7 or 8. They're just all going to vote for Trump. I think it's going to be the same as Trump versus Hillary in 2016. I think it's going to be a pretty easy Trump win. By the way, I don't think Biden's going to be the nominee now. I would never have believed that 25. I don't think. Do you?
It puts you.
What are
in-
people saying, Coleman, in your world?
Well, no, it's just a tough situation because if Mamala runs,
right? Do you have to? Will you support Mamala?
I might have to go Mamala instead of Trump.
Where
But as of right now, it's Trump.
Where are the Dominicans at on this?
Why Dominicans?
Aren't you a part of- I thought you were part of like the Dominican family or something, a royal family.
Portuguese.
Portuguese,
John.
Oh, okay.
Portuguese, John.
Oh,
Are you
Grandma.
Portuguese, John? Yeah, but isn't your grandmother involved
Oh yeah,
with some
me,
Dominican?
Grandma Sue and I were
Yeah.
texting back and forth all night through the debate.
You were?
Oh yeah.
About what? What did she say?
She's
Big
hard.
Trump?
She's hardcore red.
Oh,
It was great.
A 24-year-old texting his nana.
From his car.
No,
Pretending to be upset about something.
that was great.
Oh, there's 0 rebounding here from Coleman last night. I'll tell you what, Cliff could read that number.
Oh, rebound.
Yes. Oh my God, is he fucking gay? No rebounds. Right? Am I right, Coleman, or no?
0 rebounds.
How is that possible?
Even just by accident.
Yeah, I got a couple. I mean,
I don't know. They never seem to fall. Towards
yeah, that's weird. That's what Dennis
gotta go
Rodman
get
used to say. Yeah.
They really don't.
If you
like, in
stand
the
there, it
moment.
doesn't happen to fall toward you. Ron had 14.
He goes to the ball. He's out
Why don't
there.
you try doing that?
I should, but I
what kind of defense is that?
Well, because I'm trying to, in my head, when I see it go up, I'm trying to just find a body first.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to.
Did you have a
limit
rebound,
a
Justin, or
body.
no?
No, I had no stats.
0 across the board.
No stats.
No turnovers.
No turnovers.
That's good.
No
I had,
stats.
I had 2 sneaky rebounds.
Who could forget?
Everybody.
They were sneaky.
Did you touch the ball last night or no?
I think maybe once.
Yeah. Okay. You actually won that first tip.
Yeah, but then they
There you
called
go.
it
That
back.
It's fucked up.
I know. I didn't like that. Right away, that ref was an asshole.
And they tried to talk to him on the broadcast, and they were sloughed off.
Which that
told,
ref? Or,
told to go pound sand. I assume. I don't know.
yeah. Well,
I will say the game afterwards, things were getting chippy between the teams. It's just not us who gets.
sure. Who was playing last night?
The team we played last week, and I don't know the other team.
Okay.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask. There was a theory on the broadcast that perhaps they targeted your best player, tried to take him out early.
Me?
Yeah.
I was just a face-on-face clip. Well, Justin pushed the guy into me. So maybe Justin. I don't know.
They paid Justin off.
Yeah, who knows?
I would never.
Did not help me up.
See, someone sent Coleman a brick yesterday.
Oh, did they?
It says KMS Jack Coleman 2024 basketball shot king MVP.
I think they like threw his windshield. Or
That'd be
something.
nice.
No, I did get a "you suck" Coleman on the way out the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good.
I was walking to my car and
Deserve
some
it.
guy just lowers the window. Just "you suck." I was like, "Oh, great."
You made a free throw last night.
I should have made 2.
Yeah,
the first one was
They weren't bad. They weren't bad. They
there.
weren't bad.
I should have also made the shot before the free throws. I needed
is that
to-
right?
It was so close. It just completely missed.
The person yelling that could have been a fan of this show or just a fan of
Human being.
basketball.
Or
Or
somebody looking at him
Yeah,
going
just
down the street. Yeah. Just like, somebody's
felt it
offended
in
by,
their bones.
by his human existence. What else?
This was one other thing going into the game that never really came up, but Cinema Lords tweeted that he thought he had poison oak.
I forgot about that during the game. But I didn't really notice it. Was he bandaged up?
He was wearing a sleeve.
Was he? Okay.
He said he had like 5 bandages, but I was thinking
Ron
like,
said it was not poison oak.
Well, Ron
Ron's-
said you can't have post.
Ron's a tree guy, so he's a man of the forest. So I believe him.
but I was like thinking about it in terms of
Plus, his mom's kind of hot, according to Cullinane. I don't remember,
really
I don't
hot.
remember what she looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah. No.
Soft 9.
Do we get a picture of them or no?
I can ask Ron.
That's okay. That's okay. He'll give me one of the team. The team.
Do you have?
We'll invite them to the team lunch.
I don't want to call this breaking news from the basketball team, but Gus says in the chat, if Kirk and the rest of you guys are okay with it, I would like to offer to be the interim assistant coach until the
No,
assistant
I'm not
coach
doing
returns.
that. They're saying like that's bits, right?
Interim assistant.
Like taking
coach.
Mick's job, like that's a bit.
Do you think he was? I thought he was pretty subdued last night.
Yes.
Gus. Do you think he knew that and knowingly did it because Mick didn't show?
I
And it
don't
was
know what
almost
he
like
would.
a
I don't really know what he
slight
would
dig.
do last night though, because he was not really.
Would have been in charge of
But still, he was so out of the way.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't even part of the team last night. I don't mean that in a bad way, but he was. He was just keeping score.
That's good though, because
I agree.
The criticism is that he's doing everything for the cameras. You know?
Oh, I agree. No,
time he was manning the
it was fine. It was, but I don't even think he was doing the cameras, right?
No, he was doing.
He's doing the scores.
Yeah.
the
Scoreboard.
Yeah. on
Okay.
the score.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah. No. What else?
I had a couple tweets after the debates last night. John Tomasi.
Debate. The debate
Sorry,
last
the
night.
debate. I don't know what I'm doing.
John Tomasi.
I say woman instead of. I don't. People say.
Steve used to do that too.
Woman?
Did he really?
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. My plural for woman is woman.
Yeah. Steve Robinson also.
Interesting. What else?
Tomasi said, "I don't really tweet politics anymore, so I'll say is this feels like the third quarter of Game 4." What does that?
Third
mean?
quarter of Game 4.
Game 4. Oh, like they're getting swept?
I don't really understand. What's
It's almost over.
And why is it the third quarter?
Exactly.
Or is he referring to specifically the Celtics game?
Maybe
Like a specific game?
They lost Game 4.
It was
got killed, right?
That's what I bet. That's what I'm saying. Is he's losing? You see?
Oh, there you go. I'll bring in the. I guess because Celtics got killed in
Yeah.
that Game 4.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
very confusing.
It's
And
very
then
strange. I understand it.
But also 3,000 views on that, 11 likes, which was kind of good.
That's about right.
Casey Smith had, I don't care how you vote or where you lean, there's simply no chance these two are the best options we have to run our country.
Well, it never crossed my mind.
0% chance. Hashtag debate.
Never crossed my mind.
Hasn't been said
But
every election.
that's actually a crazy take, because for that to be your takeaway of both guys last night,
True.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
yeah. I mean, like
I get Trump is
That's what like,
also
you're
crazy.
afraid to criticize Biden, so you got to go
Right.
with that.
But also, like, it is. I mean, intellectually, it is crazy. This is the most important job in the world, I guess. You have these two guys talking about porn stars and their golf handicap. Like, there are moments you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I mean, like we have like Logan Airport has been taken over by refugees. And we're talking about club championships and fucking porn stars. and Biden's mumbling and Trump's talking about how beautiful water is. I'm like, where? Like I always say, can't there be like a 46-year-old guy like Kennedy was, like Obama? Like them or not like them, or Clinton, or even George W. Bush was a younger guy when he was elected. He was in his early 50s. Like, where are these people?
Right.
Like, these guys are in their fucking 80s.
I think people, like normal people, are like, it's not worth it.
I mean, I guess.
For that debate last night to like criticize, that would be like if a Barstool person was watching this and you were you and I was in here nude with a gun in my mouth and they were just like two crazy guys.
yeah. Last night was not. Yeah. But yeah, right. Trump did nothing un-Trump-like last night.
Right.
He was just Trump.
That's
like,
what I mean.
He was actually, yeah. Of course, the only story last night is Biden. Like, did Trump make shit up? Of course, he's always going to. But you watch those two guys on stage, and like Gerry did say, Biden was a cadaver. He was literally a walking corpse last night. But you're right. That's like somebody who's afraid to get tweets from Democrats. But why? Like, Biden's fucking gone. He's gone. It's sad. You know, let him go do whatever. Let him go look at the water. You know, let him paint.
Feed the ducks.
Yeah, not much time left. He bikes. Right? Remember, he fell off his bike that time.
Yeah, he's a good.
He can't go on a bike ride now for a mile, could he?
No, he's very good.
Did you play Ted Sellers last night?
No, I didn't. He was talking with a girlfriend a little. I wanted to give him some space, and then he was setting up before.
You were
game,
afraid.
So. All right, yeah, maybe I was a little afraid. Guy had a nice shot.
Justin said to me last night before the game, we're shooting around. He's like, "Do you think Ted Sellers should be allowed to adopt a kid because he's so small?" I couldn't believe he said that. He's a monster.
Jesus Christ.
Why would you say that?
I'm a fucked up person,
Yeah,
Kirk. I got it.
The thing about Ted's great guy, super guy. His girlfriend seems really nice too, and he'll probably be a great dad. I'm rooting for them. Happy to help whatever they need. I'm happy to help in the adoption process. It is weird how long his arms are, though.
Yeah,
it's really off-putting. It goes down past his feet.
When he was sitting in this chair too, he looks like
crazy.
Mike Wazowski from
he does. He does.
He did the Pokemon Geodude.
I saw a lot of Patton Oswalt too.
Oh,
he does look like Patton Oswalt.
Yeah,
It's
so
so interesting. Yeah.
Because it was emotional watching Justin carry him up and down the stairs. Coleman doing nothing, of course.
I had to film the second one.
That's true.
It's funny that like halfway up, Ted just like is a heck of a ride or something like that. Like, just gives him confidence.
Ted's like the nicest guy who's ever been in the studio.
Very nice guy.
On both occasions, up and down, he tried to make like a little joke to kind of break the tension, and you didn't bite at all.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm focused on not killing him.
Oh, that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the bodyguard.
Would it have been the worst or best moment in show history if I dropped?
Both, yeah.
Unbelievable. And Ted would have been nice about it too.
What's
But like every bone would have broken his body.
Yes, I think it would have killed him.
Yeah.
I was thinking of this yesterday, listening to him on the
Did
show.
anybody was like, I'm sorry, Mike. Did Steve's like buddy? Did you see you walking? Like,
No,
I picture
no,
somebody just walking down there.
The girls in the hair place looking out the
looking
window.
out. And there's Justin Carey.
I bumped the wheelchair into the Lash Mama, and the girl was walking by as it happened.
That's the place downstairs.
Oh. Yeah. And she
That
like
sounds like a Coleman nickname or something.
it's kind of
Mama.
Yeah. That's what he calls Cliff.
Yeah, right. His old intern, he called that. Yeah.
She's the madam down there.
Yeah.
as it bumped in, she starts walking by and like kind of looks pissed off that I did, but then sees it's a wheelchair and was like, "Oh," gave like a
Yeah.
Nice.
Jim Murray texted me late last night. I genuinely enjoy maybe 4 or 5 things in my life at this point. So with that said, bless you for creating this world. It's a random picture of Justin carrying. It's just a great picture. I feel like Ted could be a Portnoy guy.
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Super nice guy, would be super loyal, like would just do stuff.
Sure. All I could think of yesterday when I was listening to him on the show was like, I forgot about this, that he and I were in the cul-de-sac of his neighborhood dancing to the sound of music as the song blared from Justin's car. Like one of his neighbors probably looked out and was like, "What the hell?"
What was it? I Am 16 going on. What was it?
Yes, and that was it. Yeah.
Because you guys did Rocky, right?
Yep.
And
Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback, and then
You showed me the
There was a
Shawshank
fourth,
one.
right?
What's his
Shawshank.
name?
Shawshank was a great one, right?
It was
That was,
awesome. Kirk
yeah.
was right,
Yeah.
but he wrote what did he write? Briggs was here.
Huh? Yeah.
That
Brooks was here. Yeah.
Brooks was here.
Yeah. Oh no, Ted was here. Oh, Kirk was
No,
right.
Kirk was right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
himself. Yeah.
He has the wheelchair. Like,
Yeah, that was
the wheels
that was
spinning.
very funny.
that was awesome.
That was funny.
And then you see Mike's also go. Right after. Great.
Where's he live? Down the South Shore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you drove him yesterday.
A little bit east of me, but
Yeah. Great guy. What else?
is we haven't talked about with Mike in the Dakota trip. Is Mike in on the Dakota trip?
If he wants to.
If you want me to be.
Oh, great. Sure. Yeah. I think we have a sponsor for that trip potentially.
Is that flying or?
You can fly if you want.
Oh, I guess I kind of gotta go with Justin.
Well, I'll be driving.
The boys are driving. All right. That's a quick drive out. You starve to death, but it's gonna be a quick trip out.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
If I were you guys, I would pack a ton of snacks for yourselves.
You know what?
I'll trust Justin. I'm gonna
I'll
put it in
handle
Justin's.
If you like rubbery granola bars, Justin's your guy.
I whatever Justin
The
provides.
Cliff Bar was kind of bad, right, John?
I haven't finished it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
halfway
can't.
through it.
You can't do it.
This guy's stomach was in
Was that Justin?
disarray.
It was a kind bar.
It's probably fear of the snacks. His stomach's probably fighting back.
It knew they were in there.
Yeah, it's human nature. You're around this guy. Oh God, you worry about the hot dogs in a couple weeks?
It's hard to
You're not
fuck
gonna
up a
bring
hot
your,
dog.
Don't bring your son to that. Don't let him, because he made that for a couple of reasons.
Right.
But he might just die from the food.
Any updates on that? Is this official? Where
What's
are we going? The barbecue.
We're doing it
at the practice,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yep.
me.
So a week
What's
from
that,
Sunday.
Justin?
It's gonna be me freshly. I just puked because I practiced so
All
hard.
right, let's grill him up.
Let's get it out.
But do you see how it works? Like when you're in the game, you're not tired at all.
Yes. No. That's why you practice harder than you play.
That's exactly. Well, you play try just as hard, both 100% all the time. But
A little bit cooler in there.
If I was,
yeah, it was not bad last night.
if I was on the court where I was at the end of practice, someone should have swapped me out.
Yes,
in the
well, that
game.
was. Yeah, but you're not playing, right?
Exactly.
You're
So practice harder than you play.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What else?
One other thing too, I saw Mikey Grabbag, who did the Jeff D. Lowe song. He tweets only one way out of this mess, Joe, and it's Joe Biden on Puff Puff Piece with Gus. It's a great.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's a good landing spot for it.
Speaking of Mikey Grabbags,
It'd be great if Joe Biden actually had a ton of questions for Gus, just like was super into him.
You really against the Men fans now, you yak guy?
So you're really at that Brady press conference, man? Huh? What was that like?
Is this
100 milligrams.
Is this Mick thing all pro wrestling? Or what are you?
What's your favorite South Park episode from season 6?
Show me the drawing board.
What were you saying?
you said I overheard you and Harry last night. Harry has a new favorite song.
Oh, he loves the Jeff D. Lowe song.
Him and Feidelberg.
How could you not?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Feidelberg probably doesn't get some of the
No,
references.
none of them.
It's
It's,
still,
just a good song. That
Yeah.
song should be charting right now.
Yeah, it was so well produced.
What is that? What's the original song?
This is Cedar Park.
No,
But it's like
that's not.
that's like the remix of it.
what's that? What's that of? You're saying?
No, because that's a different. This is Cedar Park. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
But
That's
why,
a different
That's
song.
why it's called This Is Jeff D. Lowe, right? This is Cedar Park.
I think that's
no?
why it's called that, but it's a different.
Oh, yeah.
song.
Oh, that I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
it's just an original. Like
Who's
he,
that?
Really?
he used that as.
And he is a genius. He created
It's like Mozart.
Yeah,
This is his first song ever, right?
that's beautifully
Pretty
done.
sure, yeah.
Boy, that's high. That's a high. Oof, man. You start getting, if there's 2 or 3 more like that, then you start putting them in the conversation.
Well, I saw
that's a
him
legitimate-
saying like,
yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't go top 3, top 5,
It's a
maybe
good
top
move.
10 or 20.
Tremendous pressure for the follow up.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, in the parody song era, if Coleman was in the parody song era, we would have had 5 million Coleman songs.
Oh yeah.
Every day
I
would
mean,
have been like Coleman's
more
a
than
fat
Steve,
shit.
you think?
Similar. Coleman's gay,
Yeah.
Coleman's fat shit, Coleman lies, Coleman this, Coleman free throws, endless.
Yeah.
Jim Tomey,
Oh my God.
like
Yeah.
just
There would have been
endless.
5
Just-
of that.
Yeah, he's been spared that. It's really just because people on Twitter who hate him, and they do hate him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, okay.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, okay, fuck you. All right.
Just show it. Yeah.
What's going on with you, John? Anything new?
Working a lot, driving a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new job. I'm driving everywhere.
Are you off all next week?
No.
You're working.
Monday through Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm off Friday. I'm going to a bachelor party in Portland.
In Portland.
Yeah.
You be at practice on Sunday or no?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yep.
He'll be back.
Yep.
All right. Good. What else, guys?
You
What's
make
going on?
anything-
Oh, I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you make anything of this another famous battle, Klemmer and Portnoy on Twitter?
That felt forced to me.
Yeah.
I did not
On
like
Klemmer's
I
part.
did not like what Klemmer was like. Yeah, I guess you're on my sponsored rat race party. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure Dave is. When Dave was like, I was the same way. He was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I was too. I was
No
like, who's he
idea.
talking? You're talking about the Mean Girls, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Portnoy's thing was just like, oh yeah, I like
I like this
Phil
guy,
more
yeah.
than Klemmer, and Klemmer took it as like a great offense.
Klemmer's super like he'll respond to this if it gets like he's super defensive.
I give him credit because he's saying things that I wanted to say to where I'm like, you don't know me. Why are you pretending you hate me this much?
You don't know me as a person. We've worked in the office maybe 10 days in the 2 years I've worked here. Also, does that mean you aren't going to the sponsored Rat Race watch party?
Some of the guests are sponsored by Pink Whitney, which is a company product. Like, what is it anyways? People are watching that stupid show. Like, company, like, watch New York. People are like real fans.
Chris Klemmer presents.
Call Klemmer. I want to see what he's talking about with this. Yep. Klemmer reached out to see if it was okay last night, so Dave did not. So I got to take his side, I guess. Damn it.
It's fair.
You doing a stupid show now or no?
I think it's at 12.
Hello.
Who is sponsoring the Rat Race live watch party?
No, I believe it's Pink Whitney.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, right. What did I say? Who did I say it was?
Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney. Pink Whitney.
But we have two sponsors for the show, too.
But what is the watch party? Like, are fans watching or like you guys are watching it?
No, fans watching it. It's in Chicago.
Oh, you're going back to Chicago? You're a Chicago guy now.
I don't think that's true.
Okay. Well, you get so worked up about all Dave was saying he likes a person more.
Just Dave and I take a shot. That's fine.
Oh yeah, it's a couple of giants. Two peers. Just going at it. That's all.
I never said two peers, Mike. Relax.
Unbelievable.
Dave took the first shot. He's got to punch back.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you for.
Come on.
I said, I guess you're right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus. Goodbye. See you later, idiot. Jesus Christ.
He's done enough to warrant the re-signing, I think.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I threw Portnoy that question just to say I wanted to say
he said
yes.
Definitely even, right?
No, be so
Probably.
bad. Yeah, I think he basically was like, unless you fucking light the building on fire,
Right.
even then you probably almost definitely get the job.
Yeah.
Unless you're like. Whoever, what's that guy's name? Mooj, was that who it was? Or
Mooj, yes.
Yeah, or
MILF Hunter or whatever.
Yeah, or like Coleman will turn out to be. Like,
Or even like the Mean Girls where it's like they stop showing up or whatever.
Right, yeah, no. But I'll say this about Klemmer. Like Klemmer, like whether he's locking himself in that room or doing Rat Race, presented by Chris Klemmer, like he is trying to do stuff.
Sure.
It's not landing with the public, but he's trying to do it. He's out there hustling, and so yeah, I mean, it's not my money, but I would resign if I was Dave. Definitely.
Well, how's Rat Race doing? I don't know the success.
I think Klemmer doesn't even know this. I don't think they've released it to the public yet. Like it's never been on, but they just let him pretend.
It's like one of you have to go to a watch party to see it.
It's actually a focus group to see if they should
that watch
release
party is
it.
gonna be like one of those friggin' Mean Girl live shows. They contact Kim and four old people just looking around at each other the whole time. Biden will be there with nothing to do.
116,000 and then 70,000.
That's good. Good job by Klemmer. I like that.
The rationale for re-signing Nicky Smokes was weird. Like, oh, he's a good
guy.
Yeah, and he doesn't make a ton of money, so he's going to slip through the cracks. I was like, when you own a company, that's kind of a tough way to look at it.
Also, you're talking about it, so it's not like it slipped through the cracks.
That's true, too. What else? Well, what's going on? BlyMike.net and Bly Mike Project.
No, we've taken
StutteringJohn.net.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly. Basically, if you've seen the prep I've done this week, that's pretty much all it is.
Well, I don't blame you.
Because he and I got into a war. I saw him in his live stream yesterday. Some people were saying that he's selling his house in Florida.
Yeah.
And he goes, I am not. So I said, I've confirmed you're selling your house in Florida.
Oh, that's not good.
And he goes, you're lying. I will bet you money. I goes, I'll bet you $100, Mike. And I go, why not 1,000? And he starts screaming. He put his address on the screen to prove
really?
Yeah, he's crazy.
He turned into Danny Boy Kane.
That's
he's out of his mind. So yeah, we'll definitely be talking about a lot about that, but some other stuff as well.
I wanted to become friends with you guys though. Like I wanted to go full circle.
That was my original.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's. Here's the thing: is like, I would like to suggest to you be friends with them against me.
Sure. Oh, sure.
But
I'm happy
eventually you'll make some like, Stuttering John's crazy, but and then
he'll lose
he said I'm crazy.
Right.
Like even something. As
I can
mild
try
as
though.
that.
I'll try.
You could give it a try.
All right, let's reach out to him. Let's have him on.
Stuttering John?
Yeah, why not?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Tell him he was on years ago. He knows who I am. I would
Gotta
guess.
give me a Hyundai. Not falling for that, man.
Oh yeah, he likes his money. That's fine. We'll throw him some bucks.
All right.
Some bucks. What else is going on there, Justin?
I'm trying to find something. Not much. It was just.
Are you watching that new show on Apple TV, the Jake Gyllenhaal one? Presumed Innocent?
I read the book and I saw the Harrison Ford movie. I haven't seen it.
It's pretty good. Yeah. I'm 2 episodes in. It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think he's innocent?
Do I think he's innocent? No.
Okay. I won't tell you what happens. I won't do it.
Biden has confirmed he will participate in the next debate.
Nice.
Oh, good. I guess we're done then.
All right.
Yeah, it's just debate. That's the thing. Is also Biden so crazy he won't step down? Like, will Jill and Joe say no?
What if it's just such a clear body double? Like it's actually
That'd
just
be great.
Hey,
42.
Hey, gang.
Sort of flips on
Camel
stage.
and a mustache.
Well, on this date, KMS historian, on this date in 2019, Blind Mike performed his stand-up act on the show from Red 13
Yes,
Studios.
that means that's the day that you and Steve got into a fight.
Big
Yes.
Steve Robinson and Ben Robinson decide what
Yeah.
will not be discussed on the Kirk Minahan show.
Yeah.
Wow, Red 13
And
Studios.
Kingpin Pete was in there.
Oh, was he really?
Yep. Oh, it was a big day.
Wow. How's he doing? I saw him, I guess I'm in Portland, I think.
Yeah, I think he's well.
Yeah. Good.
Somewhat recently.
Good. What else, Coleman?
So in talking with Commissioner Josh of the league, he was asking about our plans for next season.
We will
whatever.
not be in that league next season. Yeah.
So he said there's a lot of people playing in the fall.
Uh-huh.
And there may be different divisions, and that
Straight Down Syndrome League. And if there's a league below that, we'll consider playing in the bottom half of that league.
But he said with the fall, basically said like we can kind of let him know what we want to do, and he'll try and.
Do they care? Do they like the fact that they have this attention? Or
Yes. So that's what he was also saying is like, do you want them to promote it and like say that our team is playing in this league?
How does that help us?
It doesn't, but
the hell do I care? Tell who? The commissioner? What?
Like
who's promoting this? They? Them?
Yes.
Oh,
like
well, yeah.
the-
Please, I definitely need the promotion of the Belmont Hill basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were saying it as like, should we promote it so that other teams that maybe are familiar with you guys would want to play?
Oh, so like Kevin from Bristol could have a team.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, I didn't really know how to respond to that.
I'm into that as a fan.
Ugh, yeah, I don't know. But whatever. I don't think we play that league. I
got the Boston Globe team.
The Murchisons. I don't. I just feel like we're gonna get killed again next year in that league. I'd rather play a league that's close, that we're, not necessarily the best team, but if it's an 8-team league, we're like the 4th best team. Yeah, I don't know. You want to play these teams again? A lot of fun.
No,
I'd like to see you guys progress. I think that's a
I think
quitter's
we
mentality.
have. I think we have. But there's certain teams in this league we'll just never beat. Ever. Like, it's just
not with that
It's
attitude.
just never gonna happen.
Who do you think are automatic locks to show up for tryouts?
I think everyone's going to try out.
Cliff. I mean,
Oh, you're talking about-
well, first
I'm
of all,
saying like new outside.
except for
of
me,
the
everybody's trying out.
Right. Yes.
Can I request an amendment to that? Because Coleman's got to be on the team, right?
No, I don't think so.
I gotta earn it.
But he's not going to earn it. We want to watch him not earn it.
We'll see.
You know,
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
You be me and Coleman are the locks.
I
on the
think
team?
those should be at the very
Well,
least. Yeah.
I know. We'll see. Cliff for sure.
Kevin from Bristol.
Kevin from Bristol for sure.
I think Steve.
Oh yeah, Steve from Gloucester will try out.
Steve from Gloucester.
I told Cully to try out.
Cullinane might. Another guy's like Sneakers. Sneakers added me to this like hater chat, and within 30 seconds, it's like, how about the haters versus KMS for a match? Like he's dying to be on the team. Like that'd be great. The people dying to watch me versus Big Blind Mike and the other guy who bailed from the world. But yeah, the usual. Yeah, I think the usual crew. I think there'll be a good 25, 30 people at tryouts. I would think. I wouldn't mind a transgender person. Ted Sellers may try out.
That would spark controversy in the
Very
league.
nice to see.
Josh is not allowed to try out. He's
Of course,
he
yeah.
can't. He can't do that. But yeah, I think a couple of two tryout sessions, and I'll name the team. Do
Could
it
James
live.
try out?
No,
Step down from the booth.
I don't. I think those guys have to. No, you don't want that, do you?
I don't. I absolutely don't.
No, I would say those guys are not allowed to try out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can lock them in for next year. They might go on to bigger and better
That's
things.
true. That's true. I hate to lose them.
I heard Josh kind of talking with Mutt about trying to find something.
What? Do a show together?
No. I don't know about a show.
Tell Josh
but-
to get away from that.
But it is funny listening to Mutt try and like give career advice.
But like, what is Josh asking Mutt about? He doesn't have a job.
I don't know.
Not to have a job?
There was a little bit of like whispering.
You should be saying to Mutt, "Hey Mutt, how do you handle produce? Like, you want to work at Stop and Shop with me?" Like I don't even understand.
Mutt did say it was very nice of Ted to offer him a job yesterday.
Did he follow up on that?
No, he just said
of
it was
course
very
not.
nice.
Of course not. But he wants Mutt to have a job, except for Mutt. So Muttstack should be up today, though. I would think, right?
Oh, it should
He's
be up
got
already,
his,
right?
He's got his event tonight too. Ty Law.
Oh, the big Ty Law.
Is he really?
Finally happened.
God, I can't believe it. By the way, it's now 11:11. I don't. Do you guys see Muttstack?
I don't see it. It's not up right now on Muttstack.com.
Unbelievable. What an asshole.
He's too depressed from last night.
Boy, he's... Some people are saying because I was there, he gets nervous shooting.
Could be
Good
possible.
game
I mean, he
wasn't
had a
there.
better night when you weren't there.
There's
right?
something to be said about that.
Yeah, I feel bad. You know, I'm the reason he missed a free throw. At one point, he missed a three. It got tipped. It was an air ball. And I was doing it. Got tipped. It got like, who cares? Get down the court. What does it matter? Let's worry about his stats. I don't know. I don't know.
Totally off topic.
Yeah.
But I forgot. This was the last time I was in. I didn't catch it until someone tweeted out a clip after. Did you hear when we were talking about Gus or something, and you mentioned Beetlejuice from the Howard Stern show?
No.
You said Gus. You compared Gus to Beetlejuice.
Yes.
And
Do you
Coleman
know who Beetlejuice is from Howard Stern?
Yes.
Did you think it was the motion picture
I
series?
did.
Coleman goes,
yes.
say Gus 3 times or something like that.
Oh, my God.
It was painful.
Do you have that sound?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear myself. Oh, my God. You're so dumb, Coleman. Why would that make... Why would that make... I mean, I guess I could see Gus in the movie Beetlejuice.
Coleman, apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a goofy... I don't know. That's another one they're remaking. I have no desire to see that.
It's a sequel.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to see that?
I've never seen the first.
Is Alec Baldwin in it?
I don't think so.
No, it's
How many days till the Baldwin reality series starts? Otherwise,
it's
until
next year.
until like the Blind Mike project gets completely hijacked.
Yeah, it's next
I'm,
year.
I'm
Believe
ready
me,
for
I
that,
know.
though.
It's next year.
I am ready for that.
I think the trial is in like 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
I think it's in July, mid-July.
Okay.
I think it's 2025.
That's next year.
Yeah.
As Mike just said, yeah. That's
Oh,
next
my
year.
It was funny yesterday talking with Coleman though, because we're talking about going to this Mutt thing.
Did you guys have lunch with Ted?
I did, yeah.
I did not.
Oh, I saw that pic over there.
Halfway, yeah. It was great.
You don't have to carry him to halfway. He
No,
takes his
he-
wheelchair.
Rolls.
Yeah, that's
Let's keep going.
Rolls there.
I kind of like the idea of that. Is he able to? So he's just sitting in his wheelchair.
So I have to like hold the chair he's gonna sit in, and then his chair.
Are his
at the
arms
same
so
time.
long? You actually have to feed him or no?
No, he was
Okay.
he was
Okay.
actually reaching behind the bar. pulling
Yeah, I was
himself.
just saying he's got the longest arms in the world.
That's not dangerous for you guys to just be fucking like. I would think if he's got brittle bones, there's a certain way you got to hold his back or something. No.
I would say it's dangerous to carry Ted Sellers downstairs.
Yeah.
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 But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, right. I guess.
I don't know. Like
They had as confirmed yesterday, they did have an elevator in the Jordan facility last night.
Yes.
So he was fine. Yeah.
yes.
And he slid right in. He called a good game, I think.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
certainly
know.
did.
Boy, I'm sorry, Justin. You were saying?
Yesterday we were talking about going to this Mutt thing, New Hampshire. And
Are you guys
Coleman-
going to that? It's probably sold out. I would
No,
think.
it's free.
Oh, is it really?
You want to come?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's too bad.
I don't. I would like to know though, what did Ty Law think when he had that interception in that Super Bowl against the Rams? There's not documented anywhere. Tonight we're gonna find out. You know, what was Bill Belichick really like?
Yeah.
Imagine if Mutt really went for it tonight and had super tough questions. He found up. He's like, he's like, oh, this is murder that's been kind of a cold case for 15 years. I know you were there that day.
Ty just takes his microphone.
He just
off.
jumps out the window. Robert Parrish, Zdeno Chara, and Ty Law. Just such D-list Mutt.
Those are his guys.
Just unbelievable. Who's the baseball? We haven't done the baseball yet, right?
I feel like it would be like a Mike Lowell.
Yeah, Millar.
Yeah,
Mike Lowell.
Those guys are bigger than that. No? Is it Chara, Parrish,
Yeah,
and
they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
That's true. So it'd be like if Pedroia was just a little better, you know?
That's a better.
Ortiz is too big.
Yeah.
Pedroia works, I think.
But he's not. Those guys
Jason
are Hall of
Varitek.
Famers, though.
Yeah, but for the
Yeah,
Red Sox, they
Boston,
were
right.
beloved Red Sox.
Right, yeah. Oh, I'd love to hear Varitek and Mutt talk. Two of the great personalities of all time.
Athlete to athlete, right?
I've been around Varitek. He's like a stick of butter. There's just nothing there. Well, go ahead. Tonight, though. I'm sorry, Justin.
So Coleman was like, "Where is New Hampshire in relation to where you are?" I was like, "What do you mean? Where? I live in Mansfield." He's like, "Is it south? Is it
south?"
I don't know where Mansfield is.
I guess
Mike, you know I live south of
Yeah,
here.
but you know where New Hampshire
To be honest,
is.
to be
Not
fair,
really.
Mike thought North Dakota was on the West Coast. So
And that's not what I said. I'm glad you brought that
you're
up.
heading back to the West Coast this summer with the guys.
I'm glad you brought that up. I never said that. Find me saying that.
Mike literally just perked up in his
You're like
chair.
Trump.
I don't like you, Buster.
And I'm here to stop the malarkey.
Some geography malarkey,
sucker. And
what did you say? What was the correct the
I
record?
asked if it was in Pacific time zone.
What's the same question?
It's not. It's very different.
But I think we know that. Where do you think New Hampshire is?
Oh,
Do you know anything, Coleman?
That sounded like Biden too.
No, I don't know where New Hampshire
Is it in New England?
I really don't.
Is it in New England?
Isn't that nice to unburden yourself?
Well, this time it's true.
Are you gay?
No.
Okay, we'll get it there, Mike. We'll make it
I thought that was a spot.
Is New Hampshire in New England?
Yes.
Name. I'll get the board out.
Oh, no.
Name all the states in New England.
New Hampshire, Connecticut.
Okay.
Massachusetts.
What do you mean?
Maine.
Connecticut's like 50-50.
But
no, but
counts.
it's one of them.
Maine. Rhode Island. I think that's it.
Clear my schedule.
Nope.
How many more? How many more? No.
How many did you say? 5?
5.
Yes.
You're not there yet. Am I right, Justin, or no?
No.
I hope you're right.
Well, Coleman, there are only so many states. I mean, this is not.
Well, I don't know how many there are. What else is up this way?
Up this way.
Connecticut, Mass.
No hints.
No.
You can't. Maine.
No.
There you go. You got 4.
New Hampshire are the 5 that I've said.
You said 5.
What else is?
It's a state. I'll give you that hint. And it's in New England. I would say it's probably, if you did like the Family Feud, probably the one people would guess last, though. Like have the smallest
Definitely.
number.
That's where we were with Frank Robinson and Jim Tomey.
True.
Rhode Island might get picked last too.
Yeah, but it's kind of a
No,
it's like a more known name.
Yeah.
People think it's part of New York a lot though.
They think what?
When I go away, I'm from Rhode Island. When I go away, I say I'm from
John.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, they think it's part of New York.
Yeah, they always
Do
say
they
it.
think you mean Long
Long
Island?
Island?
Maybe, but I
Do
get
you
it.
say
a lot.
it? You've never had that conversation.
Yes, I have.
The fuck are you talking about?
It happens all the time.
You go to somebody, you say
this is a hill I will die on.
You say you're from Rhode Island.
I say I'm from
people
Rhode Island. They're like, "Where's that? New York?"
Like it's an island in New York?
I don't
Really?
know. I don't know.
People say that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a pretty dumb country. Of course, we're seeing Coleman.
Coleman's thinking face.
Yeah,
I'm just giving him time right now.
I feel like I got sick last time.
I can't
Physically, I was
believe-
sick for a week after.
Oh
this.
no!
I can't believe I'm saying this. Just start naming
Don't
states.
do it. Don't. We're not doing it.
I do eventually have to get to work.
Horseshit idea.
Think you're in 2nd grade.
Justin's going to be grilling us hot dogs on the 4th of July in here.
Oh, Coleman.
John's son is going to be 36 years old when he sees him next. Coleman, start naming. Why? No, I'm not doing it. Start naming
my
states.
God. You want me to get the board?
No.
Just start naming states.
All right. New Jersey, New York, Delaware.
What were the names?
Pennsylvania.
What was it? Stupid names he was kept going back to during that?
Sideboard, Connors.
Silvio.
Fuck. I mean, it's not Virginia. It's not,
Oof, boy, I got a flashback right there.
so I'm going like south. I know it's got to be something north.
Buckle in, guys.
Fuck no.
It's a holiday weekend, Coleman.
No.
We want to see our families.
I'm in like Nam flashbacks.
Nipples is happy. You can say the Albus place for like 3 weeks.
Son of a bitch.
Planted this one. Texted me. I mean, this is not even like.
Is it like one more?
I'm not telling you that. What does it matter? What does it matter if it's one more or 50 more? You have to guess one.
Okay, I'm trying to
Name
think of
states.
I don't want Texas.
I don't want to.
Texas is not, I don't
Tennessee.
want to.
Okay, no.
Texas
That's what
is
I'm
not,
saying. I'm
Texas
trying
is
to
not
think of
New
what's up
England.
north.
That's a good strategy.
Florida.
Yep.
Name the New England ones again. You might just get lucky.
Connecticut, Boston.
Nope.
Not Boston.
Oh fuck. Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maine.
Oh, it's there.
That's kind of the order. That makes almost sounds like a school. Like, but to be fair, we would study that in school, like when we were little. Right.
Vermont.
Yes.
You got it. Vermont. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Nice job.
There you go, Coleman.
And that is definitely the last one you would get, I think.
Yeah, I see people. I could see Rhode Island as being the second last.
I thought Vermont was more.
Where are you
west.
pointing?
Like next to where?
Like opposite of like the Great Lake area.
I picture Coleman like.
Well, it is. It's borders Lake Champlain, I guess.
Yes, correct.
But that's not a Great Lake, right?
No.
I like the Coleman.
That might be what you're thinking.
I like the Colemans. Like once they're done the Mount Rushmore, like let's head a little west and go see Vermont. I've always wanted to see it.
Yeah.
You think Mike just drives up to Vermont every weekend? Do you think he drives like
It's where he gets his pizza
12 hours?
Every weekend.
Well, what is it, like 8 hours? I figured it would take 8 hours.
4 times.
Parts of Vermont are probably an 8-hour drive from here. I would guess. You been back there lately or no?
It's funny.
Looking at
Mick
real
was
estate?
there last weekend for a bachelor party.
Yes, he said that.
As was I.
Oh, is that right?
Not the same bachelor party, unfortunately.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Jesus. Did you have your pizza? Or no?
I said to Justin, it would have been great if I was in the groom's party.
Are you in this one though?
The one that I was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, anything else, boys?
No, not too much.
So excited for this cookout. Any particulars you are requesting? Any?
No, it's gonna be a disaster.
Okay,
It doesn't
well,
matter.
Don't let that get to you.
I'm gonna get ill. So
Mike, would you like to come?
When is it?
Sunday after practice.
Sunday. Which Sunday?
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
a week from Sunday.
You can get the grill set up as we're practicing.
Could be done. What's
Wow,
up?
what an enticement that is, Mike.
I can't actually.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Why is that?
He's in Vermont.
I have I have friends coming up on the 5th, and then I do, of course, the Blind Mike project. on the 6th.
See, Justin.
Yeah. You should have. When I texted him this morning,
It's a very
I said,
strict schedule.
I said no show today. Kirk's still feeling it. He said, thank God.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
What I said was, I guess if you want to do that, what I said was, have you started the manhunt for the perpetrator? The old Justin that had that guy in his trunk.
Well, he's looking in the fucking mirror.
Yeah.
That's who did it, Justin. It's not a tough
That's a good
search.
point.
Yeah.
First step.
Justin literally, I've never seen somebody treat an old person like that. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
If he had bent him over and fucked him in the ass, it would have been like less disgraceful.
Get out of here, you old bitch.
Yeah, you fucking cock-sucking asshole.
It wasn't that far
Great
from
sons
that.
raping fathers.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
You want to see Grandma?
I don't even get it. I don't even know what. The guy was a nice guy.
He's the best.
That's your hero, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
Bubba's
treat
the
him
man.
like that?
Bubba's the man.
I think he died a little after that.
Well, I think he's died a little in general.
Oh, I'm just saying. I think that
one
took a
half of that
couple-
face is sloop.
Oh, you ever find out why your dad called me? By the way.
Yeah, our phones are weird sometimes.
What?
Like,
Called you?
So game before last, I checked my phone before the game. It says Bill Trudell. I go to Justin. I go, hey, what does the name Bill Trudell mean to you? He's like, that's my dad. I was like, well, he just called me.
and so,
Hey,
because I
Who's he, a
called
fan of yours or something?
I called
Drips
John,
guy?
and for some reason, me and my dad's phone gets
Cross-wired or something?
cross-wired. Where like,
Are you on their plan?
Yes, if he gets
Oh,
like
that's why.
if he gets like a missed call, like it shows
It's like
up on
Maria
a-
Coleman. on ours.
So it showed up like missed call from this random number, and so he was like, I don't know this number, so he called it, and it was John.
Oh, okay.
Why are you guys calling each other anyway?
It was
I think
before
it was
the
to get
game. I
the,
was asking him to bring.
No, it was to get my jersey.
Yes.
To get the patch on.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing the patches. Gotcha. All right, so a week from next time I'll see you guys is a week from Sunday. Thank God. At the we're no idea we're practicing yet. Right?
No, I'm talking with our guy
Our
who
guy?
sets up the stuff. Yep.
Okay, the fucking disgusting dirty grill will be rolled out there, right?
The grill's
What are you serving? What do we got? What's on the menu?
hot dogs, potato
dogs.
chips, pulled pork.
No pulled pork.
No pulled pork.
No,
Pulled pork's so good though.
show's over if you
Oh.
if there's any pulled pork. I'm not doing the show anymore.
Riddle me this. Justin
Uh-huh.
was telling me this the other day, and it seemed odd to me, but maybe it's a thing everyone knows. Do you know what he cooks his pulled pork in?
Oh yes.
You know
Heard
this?
Yeah.
Is that normal or
It's-
no?
It's delicious.
What is it?
Baby semen, probably.
Kirk,
No. as a
Okay,
matter of
it's a
fact.
guess. I don't know
It's
what.
a bad guess.
Beer. What?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, I've heard that.
I have actually
is
heard
that
that.
normal? Okay.
I've actually
I've
heard
actually
that.
heard
sounded
that.
very odd to
I've
me.
heard that.
I've heard cherry Coke before.
Is that right?
Interesting.
I'm
Okay.
not saying it's good. I don't. If it's there, the show's Kirkman show's over. It was a piece of pulled pork. Do you understand? That's
All right,
I'm
understood.
telling you that.
Understood. No pulled pork.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken is fine. What else, Coleman? Anything you want?
I just whatever won't make me.
No, it's
sick.
not. I mean, it's not.
Oh, don't do this.
It's going to be.
It's going to be good.
Thank you, Mike.
I got you, buddy.
You think he'll do a good job or no, John?
Yeah.
I've got faith in him.
Okay.
Those pictures were damning.
Those weren't good.
Kirk, Coleman, you've never, you don't grill.
Nice.
Not
Good
bad.
one. That was
You don't grill.
Yeah, because I want to live.
Not bad.
Because you want to live.
Yeah.
Were you two talk at all during the break or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Coleman?
Coleman, yeah.
Yeah. We'll chit chat.
Okay.
I'll swing by New Jersey. Go down to the sack.
Are you going down there?
If he wants,
You
feel
should go
free.
down for Family Day.
Really?
Oh,
yes.
Sunday, yeah.
That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Was I going to say something else?
We're trying to figure out the cornhole.
Yeah. I bet he was.
Coleman Cornhole Classic.
Oh, is that coming up?
Well, we were trying to plan it for this Sunday, but less numbers than usual. So we're
How come?
Typically, I have a couple college
People have
buddies
seen his
that are around.
videos.
It's so fucking boring.
Yeah.
And you know they're gonna play that Teddy Roosevelt playlist too.
Oh, you know.
Is Chris Cole come out as Teddy Roosevelt on like the horse?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Makes the horse disappear.
Awesome.
How was his performance as Teddy Roosevelt?
I don't know if I was at that one, honestly.
What support?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I think it was at school.
I appreciate your honesty.
What a weird family.
We are.
Like Coleman's like the less weird of the two. I don't know.
It's hard to say because Chris Coleman was in a position to be like, "Well, you believe this idiot?" You
That's
know?
true.
I
That's
think-
true.
I also think if you asked like Chris, like, "Hey, you're a big Yankees guy," he'd just go, "No."
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah, Coleman's just a phony. Yeah.
Right.
And also, like the fact that like you said your dad isn't into sports, and so like that's why you're not into sports.
Sort of. He like was. I mean, he did growing
Okay.
up.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I don't. I'm good. I want a break. We're off for a week. I want to look at you guys. All right. Blind Mike done that. Blind Mike Project. Go subscribe. When's the next Drips in the Office episode?
We're trying for tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
A weekend Drips in the Office.
Might be live as well. So keep an eye on
Wow.
that. Yeah.
You guys are any guests or no? Just two? of you?
No, just two.
How's Pat feeling? Is he down on himself right now?
He wants to get rid of the Practice Pat name for sure.
Well, is there a solution to that?
Yeah, there's.
I believe Pat. What do I tell you guys all the time? If you're open, shoot the ball. I was trying to set Pat up last night. I want him to shoot
He was
the ball.
driving last night too.
He was more aggressive last night.
Yeah.
I do agree, especially in the second. Yeah. The funny thing is you could actually get to the basket and cut against those guys. We just kind of, I don't know if it's, I got hurt early. I don't know if it put something, but the first 7 or 8 minutes was just, I think we're down like 20-0, right? Coleman or no?
Yeah, it was
like 18, something like that. Is that right?
Yeah,
it was like 30-5 or something.
We started the game 26-0, I think.
Was 26-0?
Or 22 at least. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really? I remember
it was definitely 22.
Was it really? I don't remember that. Holy shit. I don't remember much from the nose getting hit in the head to the. I remember firing the kid, and that was fine after that. That woke me up.
You needed that.
I actually
look on that
thought
kid's
we
face.
I thought we might win after that.
After firing him? Well,
Yeah.
we're down 40 points at halftime.
Well, I thought it would. You were locked
Just
in.
look at his face. He's like, well, what we should do is, and I was like, what? I was so, I mean, if he had slapped me in the face, I would have been less surprised.
I was way more stunned at him talking than you firing him. Like you firing him felt so normal.
Yeah.
I think what was your reaction, Justin? You've been,
My reaction was
terrible
I need him to know that it's legit.
Oh,
I think he just stood there and was like, I don't know what to do. And
when
I-
did he finally leave?
He left
Pretty much
there.
right then.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did?
Yeah.
He's
So
like,
weird. Like, what do you,
How about that ride home?
what do you tell your parents? What's the whole story?
Actually, I was wrong. I didn't get an internship.
He didn't move here for this, did he?
He has like family and
I
stuff
think
in the area.
he did move with his brother or something.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, he's probably a nice guy, right, or no?
He's
Yeah,
nice,
sure,
nice
but
enough.
Mustache though.
You just gotta know the rule. Like this show is not. There are other shows where you can do stuff like that, and people think it's funny.
No, though. Like,
I mean, I think they're more laid back people. I mean, but that was really bad timing too. That's like the worst possible time to do that.
Well, that's the thing. People were saying like, oh, like Kirk's different than like Big Cat, but like that would be like going up to Big Cat like at like in a moment where he's very stressed, things aren't looking
Big Cat
good.
probably wouldn't have fired him, but he would have been very annoyed.
if it was
You
like
know?
a
Yeah.
big
Right.
like bet or
Bet,
something,
and he
for
was
Big
like,
Cat, and he goes up.
actually, you should have taken
Yeah.
Michigan minus.
Like that's
two.
crazy. You don't.
And then he made that he
It's like The Sopranos when the guy is getting in Stevie's shit while he's doing the game. Remember, he messes around his feet. He gets all upset. Certain situations you can't do that.
Hey.
Uh,
The kid could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch.
that's true.
He just wasn't fit for this program.
Legs for days. You and Coleman would just hold each other.
It was wild. The
Did you ever play the full playlist with him after sex or no?
No. We don't make it to YMCA.
Yeah. Weird about what?
Knew what a flavor saver was the other day about the mustache.
I've heard that term
That's a
before.
that's a
Sounds
thing.
crazy.
He was quick to it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I think it's
Maybe
really-
he's gay.
Coleman, you still thinking about getting a mullet?
I was.
Okay, Coleman, I don't need your bits. Okay, just produce the fucking show. Okay, you suck. I don't need that shit.
We got Vermont. We can get out of here.
It was almost worth losing to watch Mutt storm out last night like that, though, because like I was sort of half out of it, and Mutt just I like angry Mutt, where Mutt's like, I want everyone to see how angry I am too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he does that. He's like walking out of there, and he's like slams his door.
I tried to give him a high five. He walked right by me.
He walked right by you.
Oh,
Wow.
And I consider Mutt a friend.
And he likes the drips.
He does. He loves practice Pat. Every time I talk to him, he's like, "This is Pat's night. Pat's night." I'm like, "I hope so." I don't. Pat's probably so far. our award show is gonna be great because it's gonna be all these terrible like awards where I hate everybody.
Sure.
I would say Pat Ford is Practice Pat's probably my MDP, most disappointing player so far.
Well, here's the thing: playoff Pat has a ring to it.
I totally agree. He can be totally redeemed.
Right.
Yeah.
Total room for redemption. Yes, absolutely.
Will there be trophies at this award show?
We could talk to somebody about that, I guess. Yeah. I saw a commercial on TV the other day for the place Mutt was talking about in Chelmsford.
Oh,
yeah. It looks pretty nice. We
So
can do
we
it
get a
there.
private room.
We'll do it there. That's fine. Obviously, Josh will be hosting it.
I hope so. That'd be,
Yeah,
that's
Josh and
very
James
nice.
have to host.
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Do they do like a prepared monologue?
Don't worry about it.
That'd be great.
I would like that.
I wouldn't mind hearing that. And then we'll handle the awards. I think everybody gets a trophy. I mean, it's 2024, right?
Sure.
You know.
It'd be great. Everyone but Mutt gets a trophy.
Yeah, Mutt can't. I mean, I guess Mick is going to be the only member of the 0 Points Club.
Oh, that's true.
Damn.
Oh, I'm going to say something right now. I think Mick is still going to score a point this season.
This season.
Yep, that's right. I don't
Wow.
think the book has been written yet.
That'd be something.
I think the guys like that. Am I the only Mick guy left?
No,
I'm a Mick guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're talking about on the team?
Mike, you're on the team, Mike.
I think you meant in the world.
You skip barbecues. I mean, who are the guys around him, Justin?
Pretty much everyone, I think.
Well, I just asked that question. You said no. You said you're a Mick guy, and John said he's a Mick guy. So that's 3 guys. Are you Coleman? You're out, right?
I'm out.
You're out. Okay.
I'm a Mick guy, but it's tough. Like
It's work.
He's
It's
pushing
work.
me.
He's
It's
making it
worse,
hard.
but this is what being in a Mick maniac
This is what I'm
like.
saying. We're in. If we're in. If we're in. We're in. You know,
Yes.
I'm not saying that I don't understand and recognize the thoughts of the guys like Coleman and others who aren't. I suspect Beanbag Ron may not be. Is that true or no?
That's true.
I mean, I think he was the first one out.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I will never forget Mick leaving us last night.
It hurt.
It did hurt.
Especially like when the guy was like, Mike, we were warming up. They had the clock running down. I think from 10 minutes in, it was running down. There was like 2:50 left, and I was like, this guy's going to make like an appearance with 10 seconds left.
Would have been great.
You know, it would have been a
Yeah.
great Mick moment.
Yeah.
It would have been Mick's best moment.
Yep.
I'm surprised as a guy that likes.
It broke my heart a little bit.
It did.
I'm surprised as a guy that I thought that would have been his thing as he shows up, and that would have been the big. It kind of all would have been about Mick.
Right, exactly. And we all would have laughed, and he would have been on
Yeah.
the bench, and then it would have been, you know, probably would have won. We won by 20, 30 points last. I would
Maybe.
put it this way: the way the world works, if Mick shows up at that moment, it changed. I don't get hurt last night.
Or even
No.
when the coach goes down, you got someone to step in.
That's
you had
right.
no
It's
leadership last night.
Oh,
After your-
you're not kidding. No leadership. These guys were looking lost at that point last night. Oh, they were helping me up, but yeah.
I heard Mutt a little try to step up when you were off.
Yeah, Mutt was excited.
Give a little
Mutt
like,
thought
hey,
that was his
like
moment.
defense,
Yeah.
hands up.
Yeah.
Coleman mocking him.
I mean,
Mutt likes to mock people. Let's not forget.
Mutt's got to make a shot at some point when I'm around. I mean, he's got to have his moment, but we'll see. So practice a week from Sunday. That's going to be a good, hard-spirited practice. The guy should be loose. Then we'll barbecue after. What kind of beverages are we having, Justin?
Water, body armors.
That's good.
There will be
That'll
sodas.
That'll
I was thinking like we can't bring beer and drink in the high school parking lot.
You're
Can
not
we?
drinking beer. I mean, people are driving home.
Well, that's like the.
People, I know Mutt's different, but people are driving home.
Maybe we'll have a secondary barbecue back at my place where.
Great. Yeah, we'll all go
Nice.
there.
You can get toasted.
Yeah. Come to my parents' house. I have a pool now.
Above ground.
Use my dad's phone. It'll be awesome.
A little rich boy shitting on the above
Yeah,
ground
that's
pool.
tough.
Above ground pools are
We
white
can't
trash.
have an
let's
in-ground
be
pool at my
serious.
parents' house.
Why not?
Water level's too high. Water table's too high.
Oh, is that right?
That's what they all say.
It's what they all say.
I kind of want to see the team swimming around the above ground pool, though.
That'd be fun.
Do one of the whirlpool things.
Yeah. Practice Pat and Gus.
It's a big
and-
pool.
No chance, Mike.
Is
Is
it?
touch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So we're back a week from Monday. Who knows what the hell's happening between now and then? I feel like, am I forgetting anything or no? I think I'm forgetting something. Are we locked in for the Dakotas?
Last I had checked, it was all kind of moving ahead. So
Okay, we feel good about that. Like I said, we talked to Montante. I think we have a sponsor for that trip, which is good. So you think that's going to be what? Probably 3 or 4 nights?
yeah,
Yeah.
just to even just drive out there.
Where are you going to drive, Justin?
I'll drive my car.
Drive that car?
Yeah.
Coleman will be in the back seat?
Sure.
Why would-
Mike?
Oh,
Mike's my co-pilot.
You sit in the back. Well, you can come with me, Coleman, if you want. Stop at different parts of the country. Probably get some lunch together. Maybe go for a run.
Rip some Bruce the whole way.
Yeah. Oh God.
Rip some Bruce.
Yeah.
Rip some Bruce.
Some Bruce.
Some Bruce.
Oh,
yeah.
You said just in the back, just
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
A couple of
okay,
road
Golden.
sodas.
I think with sponsor though, we may be able to get some different transportation, maybe.
Oh.
Okay.
Potentially, I'm saying if you guys
the Gus bus?
maybe the Gus bus.
Just
Chris Clemens.
there's no wheel. There's 3 wheels.
Where are we doing Where are we doing in South Dakota? Just the guy's house, or
Yeah, I mean, he said that we could do a place, but initially he was like,
we like
yeah, I thought
we
we'd
do like
it.
places though. Even like little diners, perfect world. But I get it. Whatever.
We've done a house before.
We have. That was a long
Could be
time
funny.
ago.
Was that the first live show? Was that after? That
Technically,
was after.
what was after the vigil?
Was it? That was early 2020, right? Pre-COVID.
January of 2020.
Yeah, right before COVID. Like a super warm day on the Cape.
It was like 78 in January.
Crazy, yeah.
We were figuring out the internet for the one North Dakota spot at the Loyal Moose.
Yeah.
And the lady said her office where the Ethernet is 500 feet away.
Really?
From where that can't be true.
Because we're asking if we're going to stream it or anything like what the Wi-Fi situation. She's like, the Wi-Fi is not great. And we're like, well, do you have an Ethernet cable? She's like, yes, but you're going to need like a 500-foot Ethernet cable. Which
I don't even know what that means.
It's just like plugs right into the internet, but
Yeah.
500
No, I know
feet
that,
is
but
the...
like, why is 500 feet crazy? Is that crazy?
because like imagine just the length of like where someone's internet is.
You'd think there would be one in the room.
Like, are we having this at Gillette Stadium?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota. What do you expect?
But the building's not a football field.
It's probably big. It looks like a big building, though. I will say that. It looks big. Do we know hotels around there or no?
I don't know.
You got to get Julie.
Yeah, she's been useful. Jesus Christ. All right, John, thank you as always. Enjoy your break. Mike, we will see you a week from Monday, I assume.
All right.
Boys, we're good?
All set.
All right, goodbye.